They said they didn't use any AI.
This is XboxEra. We're an independent, community-funded publication focused on providing the best coverage and discussion of your favourite platform, Xbox. With best-in-class forums, a kick-ass Discord server, and awesome merch, XboxEra.com is your destination for the best news, reviews, and features focused on what you care about. With shows like the XboxEra Podcast, headlines, and a whole heap of Patreon-exclusive content, we're proud to be an independent publication completely funded by you. If you value having an outlet truly focused on your preferred place to play, you can become one of the cool kids by supporting us directly via Patreon. Just head to patreon.com/XboxEra. You get cool swag and awesome perks, and we get to keep doing what we do. Become a part of the best Xbox community on the internet and help us grow even larger. Thank you for your support. Everything XboxEra does is only made possible by the growing army of incredible Patreon supporters. Our MVPs and executive producers are all incredible people, but even more so are our grand benefactors, Croat56, Assassin, and Kevin S. All of this under the watchful eye of our lovely and benevolent CEO, Torn Raptor. If you want to become part of one of the best communities on the internet, head to patreon.com/XboxEra, where your patronage can help keep us alive for another month. Hello, friends, and Merry Christmas! Welcome to episode 293 of the XboxEra Podcast. We're here to discuss the latest in gaming from across the industry, but overall, we're focused on your favourite platform, Xbox. As a fiercely independent and completely community-driven and funded publication, it's all made possible by you wonderfully generous bunch. So big thank you to everybody that supports us, including our MVPs, our executive producers, but especially our grand benefactors, Croat56, Assassin, Kevin S, and of course our wonderful CEO, Torn Raptor. Today, I am joined by the guy that steps in to help out when Santa just can't quite get it up. It's Special Nick.
What's going on?
Jesse's face. Man, I was riffing. What do you want? I can't always be politically correct. And also, it's Santa, Jesse Norris.
But it intimates that Nick is the bull for Mrs. Claus for Santa Cuck.
Yep.
I was a little taken aback.
You genuinely look taken aback.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a creaky leg short for sure. Hello everyone. Welcome to this show.
Yeah.
How you feeling? You guys feeling festive? As we wind down.
We're building a bed upstairs and it's really hard.
Wow.
We bought the kid this incredibly cool for Christmas. Getting him a brand new bed/desk, so it's like a bunk bed on top, and then it's like a L-shaped desk beneath the bunk bed.
Over in the United Kingdom, we call that a loft bed, I believe, or a mid-sleeper.
Yeah, because it's not bunk, because it's not two, so it makes more sense.
Yeah, my son has a similar gaming bed that's a similar setup.
And you cannot tell my kid, but they are also getting their brother's old computer, which is good. A nice keyboard I just got from Yunzi that's really hot pink that they want. A monitor we've already bought, and they've got a whole setup, and they have no idea that's what the desk is really for.
Nice. That's a good list of presents. What about you?
I'm also giving him the Odyssey Maxwells that are back there.
Oh, nice.
A tip from the Gaming Circle podcast to start things off.
Can we just say fuck it? Kay's here. Let's get him in. We haven't had Kay on it. Just get the man in.
No, I set her all up for 3 people on Christmas.
Oh, but it's Kay.
He's probably busy. What's his message?
Isn't that a super chat? You said a tip. Isn't that a super chat?
Oh, it is a super chat. Yeah.
Season's greetings all. Here's to another successful year of XboxEra. Much love and peace to you and your families. Hope to connect again in 2026. Thanks.
What if XboxEra was to die in 2026? You ever think of that? Dangerous.
Can't speak such things.
What if it went away? What if we
became
caved? What if we
Santa Cuck era?
We became PlayStation era.
Caved to all the pressure to die in a fire, like they keep telling us, and shut down.
Yeah. Hope your website fails, etc., etc., etc.
You don't like a game I like. How dare you?
Yeah. All of that jazz.
Or you like a game I hate.
Also not allowed. Nick, Jesse listed off a rather cool list of presents that he's got his offspring. What about you? What do you got? Your
He
kids
just got a
anything
present from Jay Foley, according to the chat. Nick, check your Discord. It sent your Christmas gift.
Yeah, I did. Oh, that's cool. That's a cool gift. I like that. I am going to activate that right now.
It's a game license. It's America only.
Jay Foley.
What was it?
That's cool. I don't know. Does he want me to say? Not that it's anything secretive. I don't know. Maybe he doesn't want me to say. He'll be in the chat. He can say. You can tell me if it's okay for me to say. But that's cool. I like that. I am using it as we speak. Ah, yeah. He got me in Discord. He got me Street Fighter decorations for my Discord profile. That's
I have
cool.
cat ears.
I'm using those, so now I look like Ryu.
I was hoping to give you Chun-Li's butt.
I have Ryu's headband on and that sort of stuff. That's cool. Thanks for that.
Okay, everyone's getting presents.
Yeah.
Everyone's getting
You got
gifts.
yours from Razer, so you're good.
Yeah, that's fair.
I don't know what we got my son.
Says the man that let my wife do all of this.
My wife takes care of most of that. I make suggestions for others to get him when people ask us, what do I get? So I told someone, my auntie kept asking us, what do I get him? So I said, get him the ROG case, the official protective carry case for it. So she got him that. My mum's going to get him the travel charger, you know, that AC adapter charger thing that's got a HDMI, USB-C, USB. She's going to get him one of those. I'm sure he'll get a bunch of Fortnite V-Bucks. And I think my daughter is mostly clothes and makeup stuff. Problem is, like, they both have everything.
Yeah.
Like, she has a phone, she has a MacBook, she has an iPad Pro, she even has a Series S. She has, like, her room is full of, like, moisturizers and makeup and perfumes and face masks and this and that. Like, what can you get them, like, when they've got everything?
Yeah. It's a hard thing to buy people who have everything, right? Like,
it is.
It's a challenge.
That's why the dangerous game exists. The most dangerous.
It's
Take them to an island, find someone they don't like.
That's a present. Apparently I'm difficult to buy for because, usually if I want something, I'll just
buy it.
Like your new phone, your Switch, your PS5.
Yeah, like to the point where, the backpacks with the LED screening?
Yeah. Vaguely.
But why is there music?
Because we've had the biggest tip we've ever had in Xbox era history for anything, thanks to the wonderful grand benefactor Kevin S. with the $1,015 super tip.
What?
And the 15 is for the Mass Effect theme. Merry Christmas, Mr. Kevin S. has sent to us.
Fuck.
Oh
okay.
My God.
That's the breaking it down song, which means it's 100 or more. So I could play that 10 times, and it would. I'm just gonna keep. That's not new. I'm replaying it.
God.
Jesus.
I don't even know what to say. Well, that's the best gift of the year.
That's a lot of our travel expenses for next year covered.
Holy
shit! Oh yeah, you did show it on screen.
Yeah, I played it again.
God.
Yeah, it's Master Chief breaking it down for 20 seconds.
Kevin S. just fucking storming in out of nowhere. Hello, boys. I'm back.
God.
I gotta leave this playing. I gotta have this going for a very long time.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. 10 more of those.
Hang on a sec.
Germany.
Do we eat beans for this?
It's up to him. He could let us know in chat if he wanted us to eat a bean.
Is he there? Is he in chat?
I mean, he knows we're on, so at the very least, he went to the PayPal and paid. Kevin, if you would like any of us to eat beans, you can let us know. You've essentially earned. Unfortunately,
the whole box of
20 beans.
I'd have to eat all of these.
That would be
just stuff them all in.
There's like
I'd
80.
have to eat all of them.
There's about 80 in there, but he that is 20 worth of beans if he wanted us to eat a bean. He can just let us know. Up to him.
Yep. We'll eat the beans if you want us to eat the beans.
$50 a bean. Do the math. That's 20.
Or old bandage.
Holy crap.
Old bandage sucks.
Yeah, so I wanted to get the backpack, and then I saw the LED backpack, and I saw it was on Black Friday sale. And I literally, I showed my missus it a couple of days, a couple of weeks before Christmas. So, look how cool this backpack is. It's on sale. And she went, oh, wow, cool. And then, 2 days later, when she wasn't around, I just bought it. And then the next day, I was like, I picked up the backpack. And she went, you prick. It's a month till Christmas. Why? You're impossible. And I was just going to get it. So I had to cancel the order. But now I know what I'm getting for Christmas. I got my kid.
Telling everyone, don't worry about buying for the adults, man. We'll just buy stuff when we want to buy stuff. Just worry about the kids for Christmas. Don't worry about us.
We've all had an agreement. All the adults were like, nah, fuck this. No presents this year. Just the kiddos. And, something for the slightly older kiddos to unwrap. But I still, because I know she got me the bag, I got her a Kindle. But I've got my kids. They've both each got a Xbox wired stereo headset, so they can go between PC and whatever. Harriet has her own Series S with a special controller. And Jake's got an RGB Logitech RGB gaming keyboard and mouse.
This music he wanted the Mass Effect thing for the extra 15 was for the Mass Effect theme, so playing some Mass Effect music from maybe their most famous track. But yeah, holy crap! I got Amanda. She was talking about wanting a new Galaxy nightlight thing that just shines on the ceiling when you're going to sleep, and so I got her one of the best ones of those I could find, and she's very happy.
Does that mean we have a new CEO? $1,000.
No,
it's a one-of-one position. Yeah, because if you go over the years, they're pretty neck and neck. But yeah, they're both. We've had some insane
does that
things
mean
behind
Kevin
the
S
scenes.
is the CFO?
It's
Chief Financial Officer.
Yeah.
Maybe. Big thank you to Jay Foley, who's just gifted me a very, very adorable kitty cat from my Discord, which I'm going to use.
I have
I'm feeling very generous. I'm wearing the Santa hat, and I ain't giving out shit.
Well, this is the Christmas episode. Next week is Grubsmas.
If you check my Discord profile now, I've got Ryu's headband on, and I do a Hadouken. It's cool.
I thought John was gone, and then I realized I was looking away and he vaped. I was very confused for a second.
Where's John gone?
There's the Mass Effect music.
Right. Blimey. Christmas. Fun. It's good times.
Man. I don't think he's in chat. He's a very busy man quite often, so no beans unless we want to.
Well, I feel like doing a bean in honor of him. I think that is fair. With the chat, can we throw a poll up? Should we do a bean each?
Yeah, just
in honor of Kevin S.'s donation.
Eyes closed, random. Eyes closed, grab one, hold it up, eat it. You're not going to look at it.
Eyes closed, random.
Huh. Oh, jeez.
Let me just move my...
Hopefully I don't get toothpaste.
Man, there's so many of these left.
Toothpaste.
Nick, put the blue one back. All of them. Randomly grab one.
Okay.
I swear to Christ.
We're all doing the random bean.
Yeah, so...
Alright, hold on. Watch.
Yeah.
I'm not looking. Just to show, my hands are in there. I'm not looking. I have a random bean.
I don't know what this white one is.
Oh, no.
I have no idea what this white one is.
I dropped mine and I don't know where it went.
What is this?
Oh, shit. This is either dead fish or strawberry.
Oh.
It also looks... No, or it could be peach or barf. I can't quite tell.
Yeah, I got
the one. What is the one that's semi-white, semi-clear with blue speckles?
Oh, no. That is Tutti Frutti or Stinky Socks, and I think Stinky Socks is the worst one.
All right. Let's do these one at a time.
I've got the liver and onion or cappuccino, I think.
All right. Who's going first here?
We all go at the same time. Go.
Okay.
Liver and onions. Okay, well, we're going to get a lot more beans because that is another $500 from Kevin S. Just tipped.
I want to be happy, but... Oh,
no,
God.
I got Tutti Frutti.
Fuck you lucky bitch. No, I got liver and onions. I'm just used to how bad it is.
I got Tutti Frutti.
Oh,
More
this is
beans.
fucking rank.
We're not. Well, throughout the show, I'll call out time to eat beans.
Oh. No.
This is yummy.
Oh, fuck you guys.
Every
Every fucking
saying,
time.
guys, I have liver and onions in my mouth, and it tastes horrible. I need to go get another drink. Kevin S., I love you. Have some more Mass Effect music as I go, and
Yum. Tutti Frutti was yummy.
Oh.
$500. What the hell, man? Like, as the person that doesn't see any of your money, Kevin, like, stop, man. It's okay. It's fine.
I mean, you could argue as the person who doesn't do much of the work, that's kind of evening out.
Unless you're trying to get me to Germany, in which case, keep going.
I mean, honestly, I would love to see you in Germany this year. I think this year is going to be a good year to be there. You know what I mean?
I'd like to go again. Maybe.
Okay.
Aren't you going to
maybe
be in Greece, though?
Yeah, I'm going to be in Greece in July, so maybe I just extend my stay and just head on over to Germany. Are we doing another bean, are we?
let's
No,
do the
are
show.
we?
No, he said beans. He
Kevin.
did another $500 and said beans. We will do more beans,
Gave another
but we're gonna start. We're gonna start talking what we're playing, and in between segments, we'll do beans. So we
Okay.
have a flow to the show.
Yeah, flow's good.
I'm gonna go brush my teeth.
All right, well, while you're doing that, let's talk a little bit about what video games we've been playing this week. Nicholas, you devilishly handsome fellow, have you been playing any of those wonderful interactive art forms that we call video games this week?
Not new ones.
Just
Not
Fortnite
this week.
and
Just
Rocket League?
Fortnite and Rocket League this week. I'm back.
Jesus.
I'm back on. I have to admit though, I've been very video gamed out lately because I've played
I have that
that
sometimes.
many different games. Like because I was doing those reviews and then I was trying to play all the games I was getting codes for, and I just played so many different video games in a short space of time that I was like, man, this has become a lot. So I just even spent a few days not playing anything at all. And then I'm like, you know what? I need to chip away at the Fortnite Battle Pass. I
As
do
you
need
do.
to chip away at the Fortnite Battle Pass. So I was like, I'll stick to my usuals and just chill out a little bit. And then, of course, Kim Kardashian showed up in the store. So felt compelled to buy Kim Kardashian so I could stare at her in a tight latex catsuit while playing Fortnite.
Do you ever feel like you're part of the problem?
He knows he is.
I represent the majority, as it turns out. That's why Game Pass has turned into the Nick Pass. SpongeBob has just appeared in the store as a sidekick, so he's not a character that you use, because you know how they introduce sidekicks, which I'm still annoyed I didn't leak. SpongeBob is a sidekick now, so he follows alongside you as you play Fortnite, which is quite funny. But yeah, like, look how many different customization options there are for Kim K. That's pretty full on. Like, you get your money's worth.
And she's just as plastic as in real life.
Yeah. I have her in her long dark hair, because I'm a bit more of a fan of long dark hair. And I've got her in the black latex catsuit.
I will
the show.
never, ever understand the Fortnite thing. Like, I've got Fortnite part, I haven't logged on, I haven't looked at anything, I haven't spent any V-Bucks.
You have
I haven't
Ultimate,
even,
dude.
Yeah, haven't
You
even
have 2,000
unlocked
V-Bucks
characters
right now.
that I can unlock, like, just
But you
for
have
free.
2,000 V-Bucks.
Yeah, you
Go
could
in
spend it
there
for
and
your
like,
kids.
get stuff.
I don't care.
It's all free.
Do those V-Bucks build up, or do I have to spend
They
them
build
every
up.
month?
If
they
you
build
haven't-
up. They build
Yeah,
up.
if you go in 6 months, it'll be $6,000 there. Even if you don't
So what
open
you
the game.
should do is you should wait for the Master Chief to appear again, and then buy the Chief.
I love the effortless bun when she probably spent like $3,000 on getting it made every day.
Or Marcus Phoenix if he ever comes back, because he hasn't come back since he appeared in the store for the first time.
Wow.
I'm trying to think if there's any other Microsoft-based characters in there.
It was Kate.
Yeah, I mean that was Gear, as in that's the Gears side of it. There's Gears, Halo.
Got to cut you
they
off.
had
We have a
Fallout.
super chat
Doom.
from Mr. Kevin
Oh,
S.
yeah, Doom. Jesus.
I have to take off. Have a great show and a Merry Christmas, gents, and everyone else. Well, thank you
Oh, man.
yes.
for the very Merry
Thank
Christmas.
you, Kevin S.
We will do more beans in your honour, sir.
Yeah, there'll be a lot more tonight.
Way too generous.
We're very lucky.
Scourge, you've never played Fortnite. You should.
It
It's a
plays
very
alright.
competent third-person shooter.
It was okay.
Come on,
It's
man.
performant.
How many shooters play better than, feel better than Fortnite to physically shoot other people?
Arc Raiders, Gears of War,
PUBG.
No.
PUBG.
No. None of them feel better than Fortnite. That's crap.
That's not crap. I found Fortnite
crap.
to be mechanically performant,
No.
but mechanically
Feels way better than all of those. One of the only shooters I would argue that feels better than Fortnite is probably Halo and COD. They feel better than Fortnite, and they're probably two of the only ones. In terms of third person,
Arc Raiders.
Yeah, Arc Raiders feels better. Mate, the first thing I thought was like, God, this feels mechanically simple compared to Arc Raiders.
He killed a simp.
Anyway, it's cool that you enjoy it. You enjoy what you enjoy, mate. It's fine. It's fine.
I do, and Microsoft has acknowledged how much I enjoy.
By
Saying,
making Game Pass.
Remember
all
how I
about
asked?
you.
Remember how I asked Phil on episode 250? I said, Phil, give me some free V-Bucks. Look at that. Here we are, less than a year later, and there's Phil making my dreams come true, giving me free V-Bucks. He found a way to do it. He found a way.
What a nice fellow.
I'll make sure to thank him on episode 300.
Yeah, because they're not going to let us down, right?
Hopefully not.
Right.
Jamie?
You'll be both pleased to hear. Jesse knows because he joined me. I finally decided, because Christmas time for me, this kind of like little 2-3 week period where there's no new games, is where I try and dive into some stuff that I missed or I wanted to catch up on. And I started Alan Wake 2, which is a game I know both of you thoroughly enjoyed.
For very
what a
different
game.
reasons.
What a
Yes. Yeah.
For the exact same reason. Because it's a fantastic game. What do you mean?
We
I
don't
think he
skip
might be
cutscenes.
intimating a little bit that Jesse really valued the narrative and story as it was told by the storytellers of Remedy, whereas you just liked shooting stuff
Yeah, and finding stuff.
and finding
Finding
things.
stuff and shooting stuff.
Having no idea why you're shooting stuff or finding it.
I am somewhere in the middle. I acknowledge that it is absolutely drop dead gorgeous, and Remedy's Northlight engine is just so cool to look at, and the way
and
they
it
do
loves
things.
Xbox a lot.
Performs very well on the Xbox. Yeah, I'm playing it on ultra wide with all the bells and whistles on, and even racking everything up to max, it was pushing my 4090 hard. Like I was getting like, this isn't 60, so I had to drop a few things. But I'm intrigued enough that I want to see it through. And obviously, I played the original Alan Wake. I played American Nightmare. So yeah, I am looking forward to. I don't know if I'm going to stream like the rest of me playing through Alan Wake, because it might be just a thing that I want to stick some headphones on and kind of be in it. But
That's
yeah,
a man dick
it
on the
is-
screen right now. Sorry.
Oh, whoops. But yeah, I genuinely like. I was like, this is very cool. I only think I criticised somewhat, and I appreciate that this is the game as it was designed. Is everything is kind of dumb, and everything is.
He doesn't like the fact
limited.
that you're essentially working through a narrative that's being written for the overall story.
I don't not like the fact, but it's just
You
kind
couldn't
of
get
like
past
what
it.
Alan Wake 1 was? Isn't that what Alan Wake 1
Alan Wake
effectively
1 was kind of dumb, but I still like the stylization of how they do things. But like, there's no. You see some games do this and get criticised for not giving player freedom, and other studios can seem to do this sort of thing, and it'll just be okay. It'll be okay that this box on the floor you can't walk past
It's not an RPG.
for some reason.
Like the
Yeah,
player freedom thing
I-
is tied to different genres. This is just a
I know,
shooters
I know.
being linear is fine.
but it is gorgeous.
I
do want to play
understand the
more.
complaint.
It's not a complaint. It is a. There are some developers out there that might make a game
like this, right? Where it's super more experienced than real gameplay per se. Like, there's a lot of cutscenes, there's a lot of watching stuff. There's these things will happen no matter what. You haven't got a choice in it. This is the story, which is lots of linear narrative games, yeah? And you can you get presented with this gorgeous looking environment, but actually if you try and walk out of the environment, the game's like, no, you can't go that way. We're going to put some boxes. Silent Hill 2 did it as well.
But that's
like
linear games.
I know. It's not a complaint. Why are you looking so confused? I'm just saying that there are some games that do that and they will get heavily criticised for it. But I think there's a lot of love for Remedy and Sam Lake.
It's generally how well do you hide it?
Don't get us a lot.
When it's very... God of War 2018 got a lot of shit for not being able to jump over shrubs.
Yeah. It's the silly things like that where I'm just like... But yeah, it's cool. I'm interested. I'm going to finish it off. Jesse said there was 16, 17 chapters? Something like
19.
that?
I could not have adored that linearity any more than I did. I
like linear.
I was so happy that it wasn't this
You're taking his comparative
fucking...
point as a negative one when it's just more he's just online brained, and so he can't just enjoy something for what it is. Must compare. I'm kidding.
Maybe so.
Man. This is Alan Wake 2 is a short game, right?
Not for you.
My save file is like 30 hours because I loved it so much and took my time and collected everything.
And that's with skipping cutscenes, by the way.
Skipping the cutscenes.
I looked on How Long to Beat, and people were saying it's like 15 to 18 hours. I wouldn't consider that short.
I beat it in
8
12.
hours is
By
short.
today's standards, that is short.
It's not like most games aren't that long. They're really not. There was a period there where a lot of things, especially the big prestige Sony ones, were very long. But even when people are like, oh my god, these Assassin's Creed games are so long, you could beat Origins in like 18 hours if you wanted to mainline it. It just had another 80 hours of content if you wanted it. But yeah, I beat it in 12 hours, finding and doing everything I wanted to when I did the review.
Yeah, I'm hoping 12 hours sounds like I'd be happy with that.
I love it.
You have 140 hours in Blueprints. You'll be fine if it's 13 hours, 15 hours.
I kept playing it. I was just like, I love this. I will say I bought the DLC for it and started that and was much less of a fan of that.
Damn it. Get that back up.
Like, how do you kill those ghosts in the DLC?
Thank you, Jay Foley, with the $4.
Don't spoil it.
Merry Christmas to the XboxEra community. Excited to see what the XboxEra team has in store for us in 2026.
A lot.
Thanks, Jay Paul.
The second DLC, I think you've got to get through and I hated that. I did not like that DLC. I don't remember. I remember really not liking it. And I loved the first one, the first DLC.
Yeah, I like the first DLC with what's her name from Control.
Yeah, the first DLC is essentially like 3 stories that take place after the main game and kind of bring the whole Remedyverse together. Yeah, that was great.
The second one in that lab, and then there's ghosts.
Yeah,
and you can't kill the ghosts.
It's a critique of art and how you can't recreate art. It was going after AI essentially. Is like the subtext to it. But
I didn't enjoy that. I stopped. I stopped that. Well, I haven't gone back since that DLC.
I gave it a pretty negative review, and then some people at Remedy got annoyed at me, and I just pointed them at the other things. I'm like, look how much I liked everything else. I wasn't just being shitty.
Yeah,
I just didn't like this one.
Come on, now.
It wasn't fun. It wasn't good. I just did not enjoy it.
But yeah, I do want to play more though.
Mm-hmm.
The main game is fucking amazing.
Yeah, you've only tickled the surface of the narrative and everything.
Yeah,
and how
I'm looking forward to really getting stuck into it. The other very linear, very constricting in some ways, Dispatch is what I've also been playing. Episode 3 of our playthrough is up live for patrons right now. If you're a fan and you're not planning on playing it yourself, it is effectively, Invincible, but it's a show that you're directing.
Telltale.
It's a mature superhero story in a Telltale style, and I really like it. Like, it's in my top 10 of the year. Like, it's like sitting down and watching a really cool episode of TV, but you're calling the shots and you're facing the decisions, and that feels like I haven't played one of those in a very long time. For one,
so a Telltale game.
Yeah, I haven't played one in a very, very long time, and it's really well done. Like, to the level of polish that is seen in the animations and the art and the voice acting is just fantastic.
It's what they never
And it's
had because
funny.
of their old engine.
Yeah, it is excellent. And obviously we saw it got leaked for Switch, then announced for Switch. Still no Xbox version. And I'm like, come on, lads, you've sold enough of this that you can do an Xbox port. Don't be dicks. Bring it to more
It's
people.
not some obscure Japanese shmup. Like, I'm pretty sure Telltale games do okay on Xbox.
Yeah,
Like-
I hope it does come out for more Xbox gamers as well to check it out, because it is really
odd,
cool.
especially when I keep hearing about how development is technically easier on Xbox. It's odd when I
Maybe
see some of the games that
Nintendo,
skip. I'm like,
Maybe Nintendo's behind it. Nintendo's the only one really still doing it. Even
Paying for ports?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe. But yeah, both games excellent. I haven't played a lot of much else this week that I can recall off the top of my brain. I do want to make myself a promise to get some mates together and play through the rest of Abiotic Factor, because I put like 25 hours into that, and then I had, because of just like next game, carry on. I'm like, but that's one I absolutely loved from start to when I had to stop, and I really want to see what else is out there in that world. And if you're watching right now and that one skipped you by and you've got a good crew of friends, I would thoroughly recommend you check it out. It's 6-player, it's on Game Pass, it's got online play, and it's one of those games where don't use a party, you don't use Discord, stay in the game's VoIP mode, where if you get far away, where are you? And you can't hear each other anymore, and you have to use the homing beacon to try and find your mate. It is laugh out loud, it's scary, it's funny, it's creative, and they've just released a Christmas update for it as well. So it's on my, I really hope I can get a group of people to spend like 30 more hours in this world and see what else we can discover, because I really loved that. But that's it. That's all I've been playing this week. What about you, Jess?
And I'm curious, maybe they want the Game Pass bag for Dispatch. Maybe we hear in the first drop of the year that Dispatch is coming. You never know. If it's Game Pass, they won't put it up until it's announced for Game Pass. Like, they won't make it. You can't pre-order if it's not already. Like, if you ever notice, once you can pre-order a game, it pretty much never then gets added to Game Pass, because they didn't want people to feel cheated because they pre-ordered before they knew. But for me, not a ton. I played the Paladin class in Diablo 4. They were nice enough to send me some codes to check that out. So I checked it out on both Xbox and PC, because there's some codes for both. Unfortunately, that one's still not playing anywhere. And the Paladin, one of 2 classes coming in April's Lord of Hatred expansion in April, is awesome. It is super powerful. Like, unbelievably powerful to a point where I'm sure it will be nerfed a bit, but for now, they are a butt ton of fun. Always nice to hop back into Diablo. I tried getting into Path of Exile 2 again, but that game is a job, whereas Diablo doesn't always feel like it. I think Diablo's got better. Just jump back and have fun killing shit. Follow, quest line or 2, and you're good for a while if you're not looking to get hardcore into leveling up and going through all the difficulties. So really looking forward to that expansion. The season's very good. All the stuff it adds, it feels consequential and is well set up. So playing some Diablo. I also got through the first, was it like 2/3 a keeper? Not to spoil or say anything, but that is there on the stream if you want it and you see where that game goes, and it is best to play that game without knowing it, which is why I was very appreciative of John's review. Obviously, as reviews editor, I went over it and helped edit it and all that type of stuff and checked on it, but there was no spoilers in there, so I got to play, and I had no idea what I was in for outside
it's cool.
directly, and it's really cool, so I'll get back to... and
still haven't beat that.
Man,
you talked about being drunk, right? Like, oh, it was like a drunk lighthouse. I didn't like it. That's the first 3 minutes. And then you walk normal.
Mm-hmm.
So if you didn't get past, like, feeling drunk, then you literally played it for no more than 5 minutes.
It's a
I've played it more
4.5.
since.
Okay.
It's a 4.5
further
to
in now.
5 hour experience.
Yeah.
Like, max.
I know, but it's not fun, so it feels really long.
Not fun?
Like, it's not fun. So it just feels super long. And it's just dragging on.
Where have you got up to in Keeper? Like,
I haven't
holy
beat
shit.
Hellblade 2 yet.
Oh my god. Mr. I Love Linear Games.
Yet.
And you can't even say where you've gotten up to because it'll just be a spoiler.
That I don't care. I don't care about spoilers.
Well, I mean, but people watching do. So the other thing I was playing last night on stream, I loaded it back up. I didn't know it just left Game Pass a couple months ago, unfortunately. But Lords of the Fallen 2023, getting ready for next year's follow-up, which is going to have pretty big boob ladies. The CEO was happy to announce to the crowds that were asking him, because the first game doesn't really have pretty ladies. They're kind of normal looking, and they don't have big boobs. So there's only a couple ladies, and they're
what's the point?
Yep.
Why even play?
Why even boot up the game?
But it's the CEO of the publisher. The actual developers I always feel bad for. Hexworks are in Spain. Maybe Hexworks aren't people who constantly put their foot in their mouths, but the guy from CI Games seems to all the time, which is unfortunate because Lords of the Fallen is great. It's also only $30, so if it ever goes on sale, it's probably going to be very cheap. It had been on Game Pass for a long time if you hadn't played it. My character here is like incredibly overpowered for everything when I started a New Game Plus. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to Lords of the Fallen 2, and I hope the developer is not screwed over by that guy's foot in his mouth, as video game CEOs want to do lately.
His mouth, though. Why is his foot in his mouth?
You could say, Nick. You could say. It depends on what side of the fence of this invisible war you might be on. You could say that he is just proclaiming his love for the old school way of doing things, where big boobies and butts were used to sell video games, and there was none of this type A and type B body shape nonsense. He wants men and women back in his video games. You could say that that's just what he's doing.
And they also
could also argue he's courting the rage baity, griftery, bullshittery of people like Grums and Smash and all of those dickheads. You could say that was already.
Yeah, but those guys have already exposed themselves as full of shit, though.
Yes.
So,
there's one big thing.
Shouldn't matter.
They did an AMA on 8chan. That was really dumb and bad. That's when CI Games, I believe, did an AMA on 8chan a long time ago. My memory might be wrong.
What's 8chan? I thought it was 4chan.
It's worse than
8chan's
4chan.
a really bad place.
It was so bad and so full of Epstein stuff that it's gone, essentially.
Controversial opinion coming up.
Uh-oh.
I too like super hot, attractive people in my games, male or female. I don't particularly care.
But that's the secret. Everyone does. It's just how do you talk about it?
The difference is where I think maybe I and maybe possibly others are different is I won't get irrationally upset and flip my shit if my main character isn't someone who I would normally deem very attractive. That's the difference.
Yeah.
So, yes, if you're asking me, Nick, do you want a hot, big boobied girl to play as the character in your game? I'll be like, yes, please. But if they turn around and say, oh, sorry, that's not happening, I'll be like, okay, is the game still fun, though? Yeah, it's still the same game and it's fun. I'll be like, oh, okay. That's it. That's where it ends for me.
That's a perfectly okay take, actually.
Mm-hmm.
I just... You know,
because the people who get the angriest generally don't actually care. They're just doing it to be shitty to get attention.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
They exposed themselves already when they were like, what have they done to Lara Croft? When the new Lara is objectively hot. And they were still like, what have they done to Lara? What do you mean? What are you talking about?
Her boobs weren't enormous pyramids.
They weren't pointy like the original.
Why is Big Money Love 801 said so emotional damning at least 4 times in chat now? I'm curious. What's up, buddy?
In Sunset Overdrive, I made a custom character that looked like my wife. And I put her in nothing but a bra and undies. That's what I wanted to see while I was playing my video game. I didn't get upset while I was playing as the dude, though. I kept playing the game because Sunset Overdrive's an amazing game.
That's good.
I don't know, can't it just be that simple?
Yeah.
I mean, the games that do the best are the horniest ones, like Baldur's Gate and Hades and stuff. They're incredibly horny games. It's just how is it presented? generally.
And on the flip side, so ignoring the rage-baiting grifters that aren't consistent at all, speaking of inconsistency, on the flip side, the others aren't consistent either. They'll shame a game for having an overly sexualized female main character when it suits them.
Yeah.
So when a Western game does it, oh, you misogynistic pigs. But when a Japanese developer does it, oh, ooh woo, look how hot this character is, ooh woo, so sexy. Fuck off. You don't get to decide that shit.
But mate, that character is a 3,000-year-old witch.
9,000.
Stop it.
Piss off.
Stop it. Enough of
I
that.
hate that I hate that double standard,
Superchat.
inconsistent bullshit.
Super chat.
Okay, super chat from Deresonate. For the first time, I'm playing Fortnite more than COD, thanks to Game Pass Ultimate, bundling Fortnite Crew. Did Xbox drop the ball not including Black Cell, etc. instead? I mean, technically, they could include both. They own COD.
Yeah, mate. Why don't you, Microsoft?
Yeah, why don't you include
Jeez.
the season passes for Call of Duty? They should.
Price will go up
Yeah,
again.
they should.
They should.
Yeah, they'll put the price up again.
Yeah. $40 a month.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, that's what would be a good idea. And it's good that you're playing Fortnite. Fortnite is a quality video game.
Do you ever see a world like... Would you ever get bored? Bored of Fortnite 5 years from now? Still playing it? Would you still be playing it?
Well, it depends. Because remember what I said. I play Fortnite when a good battle pass is there.
Yeah.
So that would indicate that I'm not so much playing Fortnite to play Fortnite, if that makes sense. Where Rocket League, I stopped buying battle passes for Rocket League like 2 years ago. And
Don't
I
you
kept
have them
playing
now
Rocket League.
included in the...
Yes. But you're missing the point. Despite the fact that I wasn't buying Rocket League battle passes, I was still playing Rocket League every single day.
Addicted.
Fortnite, I was only playing when I found a good battle pass that I liked and wanted to unlock all the stuff. So I could see a world where I don't play Fortnite. If they run out of cool new stuff to put in there, well then I probably won't. Like even this current battle pass, it's a bit and this season's not great, to be honest. Like I'm not super enjoying this current season. I've got the bride now. I've got Marty McFly. So I've got the two main characters from this battle pass unlocked now. These other characters, yeah, I'll make my way to 100 eventually. I've got 3 months. I'll make my way to 100 and get it all. But like, there have been better seasons, and like that. Everyone loved the Simpsons season. Everyone loved it.
It was very well made.
So it's a shame it was so short. This one, I don't know. Not a huge fan of it, but hey, I've got Game Pass Ultimate now, so I've got access to these battle passes regardless. But I'll stop playing if they stop putting cool stuff in there.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Because I don't really play Fortnite for the sheer enjoyment like I do Rocket League.
It's your addictive unlocking of battle passes that's the problem.
Pretty much.
Wow. Well, at least you can admit it. That's fair. Now, I would say that that's the end of the What We've Been Playing segment.
So you know what
right?
that means.
So,
Means beans.
yeah, it sounds like it's bean time. Now, are you going to spin for a bean, or are we going to just pick
Just do the
random?
random pick. It's so much faster and it keeps the show going. So look up, don't look. Grab one. It's the same fucking one. God damn it.
Oh,
Mine's
my one's...
different.
Oh, no. I
Yeah,
think
mine
my one's
is-
possibly...
For audio listeners, I have cappuccino or liver and
The one
onions
I've
again.
got, I'm pretty confident that this is either the top banana with wet dog or it's toasted marshmallow with stink bug. It's one of those.
Right, I have stinky socks or whatever.
Oh, I'm
Tutti
so
Frutti.
sorry. I really hope it's Tutti Frutti for you. You just run off if it's stinky socks. It's my least favorite by
Oh,
far.
God, I've not had stinky socks.
It's
yet. I'm
zesty. It is a
scared.
zesty grossness. Eat. How is? It's literally liver and onions every time. Oh.
Thank fuck. Phew.
I don't know what this is.
I've got a nice tutti frutti.
I don't know what this
This
is.
shit stays in your mouth forever.
This isn't nice. What I'm eating isn't nice, but I don't know what it is.
If it's wet dog, it's not. It's subtle and sucks. Wet dog is one of the least worst, but not good, and it stays with you. That's what this fucking liver and I've had 4 liver and onions. There's like no cappuccino in mine.
Do you know what? I don't think this was Stinky Socks. I think this was toasted marshmallow.
Okay, toasted
That's what
marshmallow
this
is
tastes
subtle.
like. So it could have been stink bug.
Yeah, stink bug's not
I
great.
just
You're just
don't know
eating
what
shit.
that was. I don't know what that was that I just ate. It wasn't nice.
It's probably
But I
wet
don't
dog.
know
That's
what
one
it
of
was.
the more subtle, shitty ones.
Nah, but it was a very orangey colour, the bean. Unless it was barf.
Maybe you're just lucky and you
dead
don't really
fish.
taste barf.
Wow.
There's Tom
Maybe
Henderson.
Henderson.
or dead
Does
fish.
he want
I
to
don't know.
match what Kevin S did earlier? Come on, Tom, you got the money.
Yeah, Tom Henderson. We just had Kevin S drop $1,515.
$1,500.
Oh, that's why we're eating beans.
I am on my way to business class Germany, baby.
Nah, mate, we've got to pay for SGF first. That's the first one.
No.
Why can't I go to SGF? I'd rather go to SGF.
It probably makes it easier for you.
I haven't
actually
been
probably would be
I
a
haven't been
short-
to America. I haven't been to America.
Probably would be a short flight.
Oh.
You go have a
please
look
get
at how
drunk.
much flights are from where you are to LA.
To LA?
Yeah.
Okay.
On the
Oh,
5th of June.
it's like the second weekend.
Oh, wow. So I'd be coming straight from the US and then going back out to Greece.
Wow.
At least you only have to pay for one. Oh. Okay. Yeah. It's time for the news.
I don't know what mine
Yeah.
was, but it was not nice.
Let's talk about the news and probably the key image, the key feature art. And did anyone notice Nick's subtle adjustment of the intergalactic image used in XboxEra Podcast's key art today? Let us know if you spot the
No
clever
one else
edit.
noticed that. Jesse and John didn't even
Nope.
notice it.
No, I had to look. Well, to be fair, I did notice it because that was the first time I saw the thumbnail. And I was like, oh, I see what you've done.
Well, you were
But,
looking for it.
I was looking for a thing.
Here, I'll show it to people in a sec.
It was very subtle.
But yes, in the news
Clever,
this week,
if I do say so myself.
the always correct, and we'll talk about how always correct he is later on in the show. Always correct, Jason Schreier, one of the last few remaining decent video game journalists left, did a whole new piece on Naughty Dog for Bloomberg, and how unfortunately they have enacted mandatory overtime for staff to finish an internal demo.
HR calls it overtime. It's
Saw it in
not
the sky,
right.
by the way. Saw it in the understood.
Full-
It was the drink of crunch juice.
Yeah. They have been forced into mandatory overtime to finish this internal demo of the next game, Intergalactic, the whatever profit
Heretic.
thingy, Heretic Prophet. The game won't be out until 2027, says Jason Schreier, leaving
Mid.
some staff wondering if they're crunching now, what will next year be like? Oof. Now, Naughty Dog have been criticised heavily for crunch before, right? So what's going on here? What's going on here?
It was after The Last of Us 2 came out and the stories happened, and they put together a team focused on trying to get their processes better so it didn't happen again. And that team is gone, and it's happening again. One of the worst parts of it, I think, that really hurt was the oh god, it's literally right there. The suffering of generations must be god damn it keeps going away.
Endured to achieve our divine end.
That was put on the back of a coin with the Naughty Dog logo on the other side and given to people while they were doing 7 weeks of at least 8 and up to 20 hours of mandatory overtime. So you had to do at least 8. You had to come into the office 5 days a week instead of 3, and you could do no more than 60 hours total. So it means that anywhere from 8 to 20 hours extra every week for 7 weeks. For an
Nicholas.
internal demo.
Nicholas, got your hand up there. What would you like to say?
Very short interruption. It's actually not that expensive for me to go to LA.
How bad? Not business class, bro. You're flying economy.
No, not business. Premium economy. I was looking up.
Economy.
Fuck me.
You
Just
can pay the
economy,
upgrade.
bro.
Return,
You're like barely taller than me.
Return less than $5,000.
$5,000?
Mate, with how out of control prices are, ticket prices, I was expecting way worse than that.
5,000 Australian, which is 2,500 US.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Why?
We would never do premium.
I'm in Australia to go to the US. That's not that bad, man.
Aren't you flying that way instead of that way?
I don't know. It's still a long flight. That's not that bad. I was expecting way worse than that.
That is crazy money. Like,
God, I don't
that is depressing. Like, if you'd have come back to me and then said 2,000 or 2,500, I would have been like, we're in the realms of possible right now.
Well, economy probably is, but like
economy was like I could have done economy for under 3.
Yeah, that's what it because Nick, I went from my flight from Tampa all the way up to Germany. The way it goes, and that it was not that much longer than you going to LA. I when I looked it up, and I spent 800 US.
I've never been to the US, and I really want to go.
Yeah, well, then you'll suffer through economy.
Anyways,
Anyways,
a lot of friends in the
Intergalactic.
US.
yeah,
Back to Intergalactic.
it is a shame that I feel like, I don't know, there's so much to unpack here. I feel like Naughty, I'm going to say a hot take. I don't feel like when I hear that, and I'm not defending Crunch, but as someone who's worked in plenty of corporate jobs in my life, right, salaried jobs, and I didn't get overtime at all. It was like, hey, we need you to work a load of time to meet this deadline. And I would be like, well, that's my job. And I would just do the job for a week or two until the work was done. And that was life. I
But we need
recognize
to get away from that.
I'm not saying
I'm
not saying it's a good thing. I'm just saying that, like,
As a society, we need to get away from that boomer, capitalist-driven thinking. And that's coming from someone raised by boomers and is a Gen Xer. Like, we need to get away from that shit. Like, you could die tomorrow, right? You could die
here
tomorrow.
for a fun time, not a long time, bro.
You could trip over a fucking bar of soap in the shower, slip over, break your neck and die tomorrow.
It's Bob Saget.
Oh, well, at least I did all that overtime and crunched for that internal demo, thank God. Like, fuck off. No.
Yeah,
No.
I disagree with that.
This was crunch that had to happen because they were missing internal deadlines. Like this wasn't we're finishing. This isn't the sprint to the end. This is we are sprinting to try and catch up to do something that's still 2 years out. Like this isn't okay. The project's done for a week or two.
So the game takes longer. So?
Well, that's also the issue. They
Why,
haven't
there's not enough games for you all to play?
Well, no, the issue for them as a company is Naughty Dog, haven't put out a new product since 2020. So if it's going to be 8 full years in between, that's why the people in charge are like, no, we got to get this shit done.
That's what happens, guys. When you want your games to look like CG movies, and I keep saying it, you want the grass to bend whenever you walk through it. And
I want my fruit physics, bro. My fruit physics.
You want the wind to blow your jacket in the wind, like, you know, and your jacket moves and the leather responds realistically. And fucking, if that's the shit you want, man, this is what fucking happens. Like, what are we doing?
So this trailer is fully fake, right?
Probably is.
yeah.
As we're discovering now, it probably is. But I totally would back Naughty Dog to get this done.
Yeah, it might actually
Especially
look
with
better by the
crunch.
time it's out. Yeah.
Like, this is the one game from them I'm genuinely excited about. That's the frustrating part. But if it has to take another couple of years, as a in 2027. But, you know, shareholders and blah, 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 blah. And whatever. Why? What's wrong, Jesse?
My StreamYard no one heard most of what you just said because StreamYard was just reloading itself for some reason. It was really weird.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, I don't know why I was doing that.
Like, I don't know. I just... If the game needs to take longer so that people aren't treated like shit or they're not stressed out or they're not burnt out, that's okay. I wouldn't put that kind of pressure on anyone, but, you know, maybe there's shareholders we've got to think of. Those faceless shareholders that are apparently the worst fucking humans on earth that want everything done yesterday.
I would also say that, you know, there are artists out there that or there are video game designers and teams out there that consider video games art. I consider video games to be art, depending upon the game, right? And lots of artists overwork for their craft to perfect and get everything exactly how they want it, right? I know in person plenty of developers that have that mindset. Yep. A lot of them are indie devs, and they're like, no.
And that's fine.
I'm going to take as long as I need to take, and I'm going to work my fucking ass to the bone.
I'm totally on board for that.
Right? But when you're owned by a big billion-dollar corporation, right, that shouldn't be a thing anymore. Like, there's a really gulf of difference between I am working for me on my thing, and I will choose to work myself to death because that's my choice, versus we, big company, need product, work harder, we're forcing you to do this. That's where it's like, it's just video games, lads. You know, like... So,
and as Tom said in chat, the US-based salaried employees, there was no financial benefit for them to have to work all this extra time.
No.
Same pay,
because they're salaried.
all those extra hours.
That's the position I've been in, right? There's no benefit
and that's
to
another
me for
reason.
working overtime. You're just forced, you're given the spiel. We're a family here at, insert corporation name, and we need to look after one another, and you need to do your part, and you're given that spiel.
It is slightly less of an issue if you're getting flex time or if you're getting overtime pay. Like, flex time is where you rack up hours, and if you build up enough hours, you can just take a free day off. So if you're in a country that has flex time or overtime pay, it's less of an issue. I still think we should get away from sacrificing people's health for fucking bullshit.
That's one of the main issues in Asian dev. The way work is there is you are expected to just, like, that is from doesn't, I think even when Sega was like, we're going to give everyone a raise, and they went from the equivalent of 18,000 US to 21,000 US to work tons of hours. Like, the pay is terrible and the hours are never ending, and that is just, but that societally is the norm. And so when you try and jump between countries, it's bad, and that's why a lot of people are like, how come all these companies can put all the game of the year shit out? It's because they work their people to the bone, and they're allowed to.
I got to a point where I'm just like over this fucking boomer thinking. I'm fucking over it. Like, it's a different ballgame. If you've got a bunch of employees who are secretly bludgers that don't do any work, that sort of changes things a little bit. But if we take everyone at face value and assume that all those developers at Naughty Dog are still working hard and bringing their talents and this, that, the other, then fuck off with your mandatory overtime.
Yeah.
You still, guess what, man? Jeff and his cronies are still going to give you Game of the Year, whether it comes out in 27 or 28. So why are you working your employees to the bone for? You're still going to get all the fucking awards. They're still going to trip over themselves to give you fucking 10 out of 10s. So what are you so stressed for?
Well, I mean, you add into the fact that Sony as a business, and they obviously own Naughty Dog. Naughty Dog spent 3 years working or longer? I don't know. Like,
well, it was supposed to be out in 2020, and then they didn't cancel The Last of Us 2 factions until when? Like factions. 2022, 2023, it was finally canceled. So it was years.
So that is like several years worth of work, and now you are 5 years into the PlayStation 5 gen. And there's already talk of next generation PlayStation, next generation Xbox.
So make it a PS6
coming in 2027. But you are then looking at, and look, I'm just looking at it from a Sony point of view. You have probably one of the most expensive studios in their roster to run because of where it's based, right? Hasn't released a thing. Yep. Like an actual new thing, which also explains probably why we've had The Last of Us remastered, and The Last of Us Part 2 remastered, and The Last of Us 2 PC, and The Last of Us gives you a blowjob. Like, there are too many Last of Us because they need the fucking cash in some form. But that's why.
Okay, but then on the flip side, that's also your cachet studio. That's your prestige studio.
You've got to fund them, right?
They're almost like a marketing studio because their games are so prestigious.
And they make all those GIFs with their characters that...
Blah, 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 blah. Then who cares if they haven't made a game? Because
Yeah,
you know
I
that when that
I
game
don't care.
comes, it's going to be another marketing beat, and it's going to be another marketing cycle of, see, this is what the PlayStation ecosystem can deliver for our customers. These amazing narrative
This is what they
experiences that
sound like.
completely fucking change your life. And oh my god.
You should be doing a Jim Ryan impression because that was their thinking then, but it changed with when he was fired and other people were put in place. They swapped to the same
Retired.
thing. Oh, sorry.
Retired.
To take care of his bitches.
His cats. He's take care of his cats.
Well, he talked about how much he wanted people to be like dogs and well behaved and stuff and whatnot. So,
Oh, no,
but when they got their new management, the new management shifted to margins, which I know is the thing people always go after Microsoft about. But like they're in the point of the generation where even, and we'll talk about it in a bit, even when they put a big discount on their hardware, it's not selling as well as it used to, and their hardware is not cheaper than it used to be. It's still a loss leader. They're not making money on the sale of the console. They're only making money now on the average amount a customer spends after buying it, because they're still losing money on the hardware. It's only going to get worse over the next 2 years because of OpenAI, who killed the Steam Deck LCD. But like they are margin focused now, and every developer is their own company, and Naughty Dog does not have live service money coming in. So that's why they will push hard, because they need to pay for themselves, just like every single developer at Microsoft has to. That you are your own business. How are you making money? And they are very expensive. So they will always have a pretty big crunch it away target on their back if things are not running great, and they don't seem to be.
Then Sony needs to fucking lower their expectations on what they expect out of Naughty Dog then. So, and this is me being consistent. You can't demand that Naughty Dog continue to make these award-winning games, but then also be like, well, no, you can't take that long, and well, no, you can't do this, and you can't do that. Like,
their management did change. Like the Sony's management has changed, and with a big focus on spending less on their studios, because they make the majority of their money from third-party microtransactions. Not even third-party game sales, just microtransactions are the main thing that make the money. And those don't cost them money, but they don't control them because they're third-party, and they're, if Fortnite has a bad season, their financials go down, and it wasn't their fault. There's nothing they can do about it. They're wholly dependent on Epic and Microsoft and other companies that have the big stuff, like EA especially. So their focus for first party, and they've been talking about it for like 2 years now or more, is we need to be more efficient. We need to spend less money and get more out, because they're spending so much money and canceling most of it. Like most of what they had in the pipeline for the live service stuff was just canceled. And they had one big success that they obviously did not think was going to be that, because they did not give Helldivers like this huge budget or time and shows and a marketing push and all that. They gave that to Concord.
Yeah.
I don't know. I would want to believe that Sony is smart enough to be like, well, we've got to treat Naughty Dog a little bit differently, because what their games do for our platform is different to what other games do for our platform. In the same way they would probably view Insomniac differently.
Insomniac prints money with but then they have to give a lot to Disney. I really do think the new management is very different than the old management on how they're looking at first party. Because first party isn't where they make most of their money.
Then. Well, something's got to give then. So either Naughty Dog's overall production value has to dip. I was going to use the word quality, but that's the wrong word. Either their production value has to dip, or they start using AI to make things a bit faster and a bit quicker. And
imagine if it comes out that Naughty Dog start using generative AI. Imagine if
why
that comes out.
You think the fucking douche nuggets on Rosetta would give a fuck? They'd find a way to like.
In May 2024, Neil Druckmann talked about how transformative he thinks AI is going to be for game development. It was like over a year and a half ago.
Most devs would.
No one cared.
Most devs would. Either the production quality has to drop so that they can make the games faster, cheaper, whatever, or I don't know, man. Like maybe they just change the scope of what they make, or like I don't know. Something has to give. If new Sony management is far more Microsoft in its thinking, and less Nintendo, then something's going to have to give there. Because Naughty Dog is a very specific studio in what its games achieve for its platform and the way its games are made and the standards that are set in the games they make. Regardless of what you think of the games, I think their games are overrated as fuck. But I still understand what those games do for that platform. They are essentially marketing for the PlayStation platform. That is what Naughty Dog's games are. They are marketing, because they're definitely not money generators, that's for fucking sure. So they are basically marketing.
Interesting.
If current Sony management doesn't get that, like old Sony management did, then there's something's gonna give, because there's a rock and a hard place that are about to meet right now, if that's the case.
Yeah.
So either people are gonna suffer through like ridiculous crunch and whatever, or the production value of the games has to drop. If that's all what's happening. I just assumed that Naughty Dog was exempt from that sort of stuff. I'm talking about within Sony now. I just assumed that they were exempt because of how different their games are for that platform.
You know what one of the major issues is, and it's another story we'll get into, is that the console market is shrinking. Like, it's not getting bigger. People are struggling to maintain what they've done year over year. It's not to go up anymore, and that does mean you start rethinking things, and maybe internally, when they're a little behind of their internal goals, they're back in the position now of, well, we can't just keep giving you forever. We need to see the results, so you guys got to figure it out. And that generally is the, push my employees harder button. Just like when, you need to make more money on the fiscals this year, it is cut my employees and lay them off button. Like those are the easy buttons to hit when you're failing at things and there is pressure from on high that you need to catch up, because Sony needs more out of their first party studios who make very good games. Like, I was watching Soul play Ghost of Yotei, and as someone who was lukewarm on Tsushima, Yotei looks awesome. I want to play it. When it comes to PC, it looks like a big improvement over it. And it was a lot faster. Sucker Punch was a lot quicker, even though they just lost a co-founder who had been there for 30 years. So you always wonder.
Boring to me.
No studio is one person, but it is always interesting when these places get bought out and all these things, and people come and go. And a lot of people have gone from Naughty Dog, like a lot of people that are very highly regarded.
It's only Rare that has changed from 40 years ago. Only Rare has. No other studio has changed since being founded.
He's right.
Only Rare. Rare has completely changed since being bought by Microsoft, and they are the only
Old Rare is
studio
dead, man.
that has changed.
And look at Bethesda. They just always have Todd there. He looks the exact same.
Man. It is, and look, like, that's not the only beloved studio that's getting its arse chewed this week.
Yeah, but like to stay on this, because it is the thumbnail.
Yeah, sure. I don't know why.
Episode.
Okay.
So for those in the chat watching, hopefully if the numbers are accurate, 177 of you, please like the stream if you enjoy the discussion. For those of you in the chat watching who are interested in Intergalactic like I am, do I hope my friend Masayed will buy it for me? Yes. Am I still interested in owning Intergalactic? Yes. For those of you who are interested in Intergalactic, do you genuinely give a fuck if it gets delayed a little bit? And that means that the staff don't have to crunch, they don't have to be stressed out, they don't have to make themselves sick. Do you actually care? Because I don't give a fuck. As long as the game doesn't get cancelled, I'm fine. Like, if they told me, look, we are going to release Perfect Dark, but fuck, we fucked up. So it's probably going to be 2030 now. I'd be like, okay.
The most expensive game of all time.
As long as I get Perfect Dark, that's okay. I'd rather that than it get cancelled.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's right, the
don't
Cucumbo.
disagree.
It never had a release date to start with, so it wouldn't even be a delay. Yeah.
No. You might get a journalist say, "Oh, it's been internally delayed. They had a target." But if it's not been announced as a release date, then it's not
that was Jez with State of K3, where it had been targeting 2026, and they pushed it back to 2027 because they believe in it. want to give it more time and budget to make it a hero title for them. Like, it's not always a negative thing on delays as well, but they have to pay for that, which is why, while we don't care, they very much do. They really care.
Yes, it's more capitalist bullshit.
Yeah.
In other words.
I mean,
Look at Rockstar.
it's just the way
If
business
Rockstar
works.
just want to delay it, guess what? They're going to fucking delay it. And Take-Two ain't going to do shit
But
about it.
they're
And
saved.
those shareholders,
Yeah.
Rockstar's going to go, here. Here's your shares. Go fuck yourself.
They are saved by their money printing machine of GTA 5 Online.
Correct.
Yeah.
Money talks. Which, yeah.
Yeah.
That's probably
Yeah,
that's
I still
Playground in Forza. Forza Horizon 4 and 5 just kept making money, so they've been able to take more time on 6.
Yeah. And I think, but to me, I still think, I would have thought that rule still applied to Naughty Dog. Because yes, Naughty Dog games don't print money like Rockstar games do, obviously. But I was under the impression Sony understood that Naughty Dog Studios act as more marketing that bring people to the platform. Sony uses Naughty Dog and their games as a lightning rod to say, look at the quality bar on PlayStation. The quality bar on PlayStation is so high. So while the money from Naughty Dog's games doesn't come in the form of unit sales, because the games cost 400 million to make, 300 million to make, and only sell 10 million copies. So while they aren't direct money makers, they do make money in so much as, the people buy PlayStation because their games are quality. Look at Naughty Dog's games. Oh, look, Naughty Dog's games win awards. Let's buy a PlayStation because they have all the award-winning. Like, that's where the monetary value comes in Naughty Dog and their games. I would have assumed Sony understood that.
I think they did for a long time, but as our third story of the day will end up being, that's far less impactful and a big reason why they're on PC now, which immediately removes the whole, well, you got to come here for Naughty Dog. It's like, no, I can go play most of what they put out lately there.
And the Cucumbo just brought up something that I didn't think of as well. The Naughty Dog's IP and the value they've built up in their IP. Uncharted got a fairly successful movie. The Last of Us has a successful TV show. Like,
That doesn't pay for their devs, though.
No, I know, but it brings value in other ways.
But it doesn't matter. It's not paying for that department. That's just the way companies are going to look at it. Like, I'm paying you this money.
That's the way Microsoft look at it.
Yeah. The gear.
when they come,
Microsoft looks at
but that is,
Microsoft looks
that's
at it.
every company. They're all the same. The only one who might be a little different is Nintendo because they do so much outsourcing, and so it is a very different thing with them. Where like the main devs on a lot of stuff most of the time end up being Bandai Namco on some of their games.
Wait, and apologies for the tangent, but I just realised, Nick, in the what we've been playing, have you not been playing Metroid?
I beat it.
Yeah, he
Oh,
100%ed it.
Talked about it last week.
Okay. Was it? Did you enjoy it?
Well, he wasn't here last week.
I did.
And he didn't. He obviously
Yeah,
didn't watch.
that's why I was confused.
Yeah.
So-
I did. I enjoyed it a lot. It's
Okay,
my
good.
second favourite Metroid Prime game.
Wow. Nice.
Yeah, every developer is a company that has their own budget and their own targets they have to hit. And for some of them, it's that mystical 30% margin thing for Microsoft now. The original report was like, it's not everyone, so who knows? And if it's the Call of Duty studios, Call of Duty's already above 50% most years, so they're fine. But we don't know what the internal targets are at Sony, other than everything they do and everything they focus on did change a couple years ago, where it's not about keeping up console sales, it's about getting new users. That is their main growth metric, is they want more users, which means being more places because they're selling less consoles.
I don't know, man. Something's got to give. I
I
don't know
think it
when
has.
it's going to happen, but something's got to give.
I do think it has, and that's why you are seeing more pressure on their studios. Now, they might fully mishandle it like you think, but I do think it has changed, and we're in the middle of seeing things, and it's not going great. Like, it's going great at Insomniac. Generally, they seem to do fine. They were pumping them out, reusing content really well, which most people should do and be allowed to do. If you make an amazing city, tweak it a little bit in the next game, but you can still keep building around it without having to make another amazing city like the Yakuza games and stuff. And I do think Sony is looking just to spend more and put out more. They were wildly inefficient all of this generation overall.
You know what could make them more efficient? AI use in their dev tools.
They are
Calm it
already
down now.
They are already doing it, along with former Game of the Year winner Larian.
Yeah.
That was me trying to
I appreciate the segue.
segue us into AI discussion. The AI hysteria.
There's lots of AI hysteria. We've seen Expedition 33 win an indie award and then have it rescinded. Because they told that panel that they didn't use generative or they didn't use AI.
When they submitted the game for the awards, they said, "No, we didn't use AI." And they were like, "Okay, cool. You can be part of the awards." And then after winning the award, they were like, "We used AI."
Well, it probably came out because we already knew, and I would imagine they're like, "Hey, how come you guys? We looked it up, and you guys have used generative AI during your development when you were like 3 people." And they're like, "Yep, oh shit."
Yeah, so they're in trouble.
This is
The rule I disagree with. Now, if you were trying to circumvent the rule, bad. But just having if you've used any type of generative AI, you're disqualified. I don't get.
This whole AI thing, it is out of control. Like, it's become this lightning rod now where, and I realised I've said lightning rod twice this episode.
In a nutshell.
For people because we live in this online space, particularly with Resetera, we live in this online space where people feel the need to be angry at stuff, which I don't understand why. Life's very short. Like, you don't need to be
Don't choose anger, people.
And it's a binary rage. It is, if you like this at all or use it at all, fuck you, I hate you. Look how great I am.
You're a scumbag.
I hate these people. Look at me.
You know, like, for example, so Resetera had boycott everything Xbox because they support Israel, right? And that's like, okay, whatever. But should they not be boycotting everything Naughty Dog makes because Druckmann's a Zionist? So where's the consistency from Resetera there? Do you know what I mean? Like, it's that inconsistency and double standard that pisses me off with this stuff. Do you know what I mean?
Yep.
So, to me, the whole reason everyone got upset with AI is because trillion-dollar companies like Microsoft were using it as a way to save more money and make numbers go brrr and get rid of all their employees. That's where the outrage should be. Why would you get angry at an indie dev trying to save money to make their own lives easier? They're not replacing any employees. They're helping their employees. They're saying, "Hey guys."
There's 2 different arguments to make here, Nick. Right? Like, and it's worth saying, like, Larian, like, to bring them into the main point so that we're having a broader discussion about generative AI use. Larian obviously revealed Divinity during the Game Awards a couple of weeks back with their very gory trailer, and they talked very openly about using generative AI in an interview with Bloomberg.
It was the very end of it for a couple of questions out of a very big interview.
Yeah, and it ended up seeing Sven Vinke. I don't know how to pronounce his name, but like virtually crash out at the reaction scene online because Larian's a beloved studio. Well, if they're doing it, oh no, and everyone was going at them.
Yeah,
he ended up posting on Twitter like, "Holy fuck, guys, we're not pushing hard or replacing concept artists with AI." And I do think like there's 2 separations. If you look at it from a purely this technology exists and I'm a business, and rather than have an artist spend, I don't know, I'm not an artist, 8 hours drawing up a thing that's just going to be replaced with an actual finished thing anyway, we can press a button over here and this thing is generated straight away. That same artist is still working here, but now he's free to do like the big thing that we wanted him to do and not this placeholder, blah, 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 blah. From a pure business point of view, totally get it. Totally get why you would do that. I understand it. But then,
even from a creative point of view, though.
No.
Well, from a creative point of view, pressing a button to get a machine that's been trained on lots of other people's creative work to do it for you.
No, but I'm talking about in the context of how the indie devs do it. So, for example, my wife is a graphic designer. Has been for 20 years. But she's not an illustrator, right? She's a graphic designer, but she's not an illustrator. She works for a not-for-profit. she also does freelance work.
Yep.
Do you expect my wife to hunt down some illustrator who's probably going to overcharge her for some little image when she can just get like when she discovered what AI could do, she just tested it out and she was doing just a logo for a friend. And she jumped into AI and said, I need a logo of this. Can you create an image of this? It spit out an image at her and she's like, oh my God. And then she took that image, put it into Illustrator and tweaked it and adjusted it to suit what she wanted to do for this person's logo. And she's like, this is the greatest thing ever. She's like, I would never have been able to make that image myself in a million years. So do you want her to go pay like $1,000 to an illustrator?
Yes,
But
people arguing do want her to go do that.
That's the argument, is that yes, for that person that's now lost that work, this is a big deal, right? I'm not.
It was work they were never going to get. My wife was never going to go and pay $1,000 out of her own pocket.
Yeah, no, I get it.
And that's
She's
the
not going to
issue.
get $1,000 from the person she's making the logo for.
That's the main
Like,
issue.
It's unrealistic.
Is that it's become a catch-all term. There's so many different machine learning and AI tools and various things, and the bad one is these giant companies just stealing everyone's work and making generative things that can just, they took all of the work off the internet that they could find, everything in human history, they just stole it, made this model, and now you can use it, and they're using it, and that is horrible. And all the data centers required for it that are using up and driving up energy costs. Like around me, my energy costs are going up because of it. You can't buy RAM or friggin' SSDs anymore. The Steam Deck LCD is no longer being made because you can't get RAM because OpenAI just randomly decided to buy half the world's RAM. Those are all
the stuff that you should be getting pissed off.
But it's become very binary, where if you aren't fully against all of it, whenever you talk about it, and it's like, okay, we have a guy, Tao John, who shows up every headlines. And every time we talk about AI and we don't say it's evil and it's got to be stopped at all times and we hate it, then he immediately is like, why are you guys defending it? And we're like, we're not. We're just reporting what the story is. We haven't given an opinion on it at all. And that is, it's the hotness right now. I'm on this side and anyone else who disagrees with me on this side, and we fight. And these people need to get offline. Sven Dinky and Cromwell and all them should shut up, get off of Twitter, let it blow over. And in like as Tom said in chat, in a year it will be completely normalized. We always lose in the long run. Yeah, and no one cares now. No regular people don't know it exists in this way.
They're pretending to care. Sorry, they're pretending to care.
Well, no, there's a lot of people
Because
online who really do care, and they've got people behind them that might.
But they care about the wrong stuff.
And the
they
casuals,
care about the wrong stuff.
The casuals don't know it exists. Getting penetration in the news into people's brains is one of the hardest things in humanity. Most people don't know or care because their own lives are so hard and they're working all the time and they're barely making any money and they're stressed out. They don't give a shit if some company is stealing people's artwork to make a game that they then play for 25 minutes. They're going to keep buying 40 million copies of Hogwarts Legacy, even if they think, if they found out J.K. Rowling is the giant piece of shit we all think she is, they don't care. They like the IP. They just want to play this game. Leave me alone. And that's what you always run up against.
You're absolutely right, and I think you mentioned it earlier, like the overreaction to just the phrase AI. It's just this crash out of like it's bad in every respect. When it's like there's levels of context and nuance here, like generative AI that's been trained on art and they stole that art. Yeah, I can see how I would fully agree with you that sucks. But machine learning that and I've used this example before, Embark taught their spider-like bots in Arc Raiders to solve problems and maneuver over terrain using machine learning so they would get better and better and better. It's not a preset animation. It's figuring it out, right? That's fucking cool. That's cool AI.
And how about if Alien Isolation 2? How about if Alien Isolation 2 uses AI for the xenomorph instead of having it cheat and know where you are at all times? Imagine if it was using AI and it was actually responding to things in real time during the game. How fucking sick would that be?
And what AI is it? Is it this giant lake draining data center powered thing, or is it running on local machines you have that are pretty damn efficient?
That's the thing to be upset about. Like, that's what you don't hear about. You don't hear about the fact that the real problem with AI is that the data centers being used to power it are these fucking power hungry, fucking polluting things that are like virtually destroying the communities that they've been established in. That's the stuff that people aren't getting angry about. I saw a video of a dude who stacked 4 Mac Studios together, which is what I've got right there. 4 Mac Studios, and daisy chained them, and they produced enough power to do AI stuff, and he was showing how it could do it better than NVIDIA's GPUs could, and all this other stuff. Like, there is stuff to be angry about with AI, but I think people need to step back a little bit and attempt to have a more rational discussion about its use and where it's used and how it's used, and rather than do what Jesse said, the whole binary, AI, well then fuck you.
We got sold an AI that was just going to take over everything, and CEO's like, it's going to take everyone's job, at which point everyone is immediately going to hate it, and then CEOs realize, it actually can't do almost any of that. It's really bad at most of those things. Like the agentic AI version of Windows that Microsoft wants will never work. Like their agentic bullshit for Copilot is a 30% success rate, and that's being very generous. From like, if what you ask someone to do they failed at 70% of the time, you'd fire them immediately. And yet I'm going to spend tens of friggin' millions of dollars to pay you for this service to do a way worse job. Like they're desperately looking for problems that don't exist. Yeah. Instead of the very few things that some of these tools are incredibly useful for.
Yep. Yeah, like it is very much a case of like it's look, we solved this problem. Shit, what was the problem again, lads? Quick, come up with problems that we can solve. And Microsoft's push into this, like speaking of crashing out on Twitter, outside of Larian kind of going, I saw. I'm paraphrasing.
Can I go to super chat first?
Yes, you can. Go for it.
Super chat from TiberiusMonk, $10 super chat. Thanks for that, TiberiusMonk. This AI discussion is why I appreciate XboxEra's nuanced take. When it comes to AI, I see how AI is used and who uses it as a source of evil and ill intent, especially from rich douche nozzles. Well, yeah, that's what I mean. It's about AI in and of itself is nothing more than a tool. How that tool is used,
we've been sold the worst version of it constantly. Things it cannot do, but we all know the ultimate goal is to get people fired and take their jobs for cheap while burning the planet down.
When it fails, that's the bubble bursting, when that doesn't work.
Yes. And what are all these data centers going to do? Like, there's been so much money spent on data centers, and they're not going to have much to do.
It'd be interesting how it all shakes out, hey?
But don't get angry at indie devs trying to make their own lives easier.
Yeah.
Like, the binary, you're disqualified if you ever used it, was my problem with that.
The discussion, it goes back to the AAA discussion we had. You want your AAA games faster, cheaper, better, this, that, the other. Then some studios go, well, fuck, if we use AI, we can probably cut fucking production time down by like 50%. Oh, you're using AI? No, fuck you.
It would not be 50%. Crunch. Maybe 15%.
Crunch, you fucking scumbags.
Well, like, equally, you're going to see developers just not fucking talk about it. They're just not going to bring it up. They're just going to avoid it. Like, and if I was an indie dev entering into the Indie Awards and I had used AI, but I was like either a solo dev or a two-man team, I'd be like,
no, I didn't use it.
No, I didn't use it. Prove that we did, motherfucker. Do you know what I mean?
Didn't use it.
But like, I saw on Twitter earlier this week, and I'm summarizing a conversation I kind of read and was like, what the fuck is going on here? Windows Central had put out a story that was summarizing a Business Insider article about Satya Nadella's enforcement or demand of, hey, if you're not on board the AI train, then you're out. Right now, I didn't read the original article. I don't know the report.
Yeah, we talked
I don't
about
know
it
how
last
true
week.
that is. We heard about Satya Nadella like being very much like, I talk to AI and think about how AI is going to help me all the time, and AI is just telling me it's great, whatever. But I saw like the director of communications of Microsoft kind of crashing out at Jez on Twitter, like, don't read this. It's already been debunked. Go read the Business Insider. And I'm like, and Jez is like, what are you doing? Why are you coming at me? It was bizarre.
They need to get offline.
What is going on?
What is going on? Everyone's too online. Sven Winky should get the fuck offline. There's no actual benefit to being on Twitter, especially as every single thing you post on Twitter will be you have to say it's okay for them to use it however they want for the end of time, and it's all good for Grok. So get off of Twitter.
Grok.
Satya
The amount
should
of
use AIs to ask him how to fucking run Xbox properly.
He doesn't run Xbox at
He's
all.
got fucking no idea. No, he doesn't.
Yeah.
And that shows.
Yeah, he doesn't. They give them targets and goals, and then they have to do things.
Yeah, like what was there? I don't think it's in our showrunner here, but while we're talking about Xbox and stuff, like we're not getting a Wrapped this year because
of marketing budget.
Well, because the budget that they would have used on that, which I don't, if AI is so fucking great and you guys have got all the APIs and tools,
to fucking do it.
Just get Copilot to program one up, bro, and release it.
Yeah.
Regardless, it's now going to be in
Can you
2026.
please do Xbox Wrapped for 2025, please? Shouldn't Copilot be able to fucking deliver that for you,
Have
bro?
you used Copilot for gaming? It can't do anything except for be a really bad, inaccurate web search.
Copilot can't do shit regardless.
The one thing that is
useless.
bugging me more and more about Windows is, I installed Copilot again 4 days ago.
I keep.
If I type in
uninstalling it.
Copilot right now, it's back on my fucking machine. I didn't install it. I didn't choose it. I don't want it. And the minute, I've been thinking about getting a new keyboard, and I'm like, if I have to get a keyboard with a fucking Copilot button on it, I'm going to fucking lose my shit. I don't want one.
The keyboards,
At all.
third-party keyboards don't really have it, but it's the people have been bringing up. Oh, they have a year in review for Edge, but not for Xbox. It's not summarizing all the porn you've watched. It's summarizing all the new features that have come to Edge. It has nothing to do with the user on that one.
Yeah, but most of that stuff would be
Phew.
most of that stuff would be like an SQL query that just fucking runs and spits
Right?
out the stats. If True Achievements can do it, how can Microsoft not do it? Nah,
Yeah.
man, that's bullshit. Their
I
excuse
actually
is
did
bullshit.
that Edge year review, and it was basically an advert for how all of our AI shit has made your life better. We promise. Look at this, and I'm like, fuck
yeah.
off.
It wasn't a user review. It was literally just, we've had new
Yeah.
features each month.
But man, all of the discourse around this, all of the discussion, I'm as bored of it as I was of the Activision acquisition. Do you remember that?
There's nothing wrong with the discussion, and there's nothing wrong with people angry
It's
about
the
being
reaction.
angry about AI. It's more the fact that there's no nuance to it. There's no adult back and forth. Like, it's all just very
It's the
childish.
meme.
And,
It's
oh,
the
well,
how
like,
dare you
love
have
AI?
fun.
You're defending AI?
Yeah. It's stop having
it's-
fun, even though they might be right. When you just yell at someone that they suck and you hate them, they're not going to pay attention to you.
Like, I'm not good enough anymore at Photoshop to edit images like I used to be. So guess what, man? Today's thumbnail, I did an AI edit. What do you want me to do? Like, wait for
bastard.
someone to get back to me and send the image and back? Nah, man. So out of 200, and so we're episode 293. 293 thumbnails, 2 of ours I have used the AI. I've used the AI for 2 of them, which was Master Chief over over the crystal ball. Because I don't know how to fucking create an illustration of Master Chief over a crystal ball. And I got crunch juice on
The cup.
the cup.
Oh, man,
For
isn't
Which is a
that-
miracle, because from my experience of ever trying an AI generated image, they can't get text right at all.
yeah.
Maybe that's changed now. Maybe they're
Well, if you're
finding
using
out how letters
Copilot,
work.
it can't.
No, it's still mostly pretty crap.
Yep.
Um,
All the good swords
But
you see
yeah.
that have good text are like the 900th time they tried to make something.
yes, that's right, Tom. I should have hired an artist for $200 an hour to just change the text on the cup. I know. How inconsiderate.
You should have forced Predrag to do it and made him crunch.
Yeah,
Yeah, I should have crunched Predrag and said, hey, Predrag, I know you work a real job, but dude, I need you to spend an hour of your time away from your family to put crunch
Shit.
juice
Nick,
on
we're
this
gonna.
cup.
You've now caused us to be boycotted. Analog
By
AI.
Yeah.
By an AI, and AI has said, you used AI, we're going to boycott you.
Yeah. It is what it is.
Oh,
See you later, analog AI. It was nice
And
knowing you.
Gemini is better than Copilot for images, but a lot of people say it's because they went on a theft spree. Maybe. I'm not saying that about Google, but Gemini caught up.
Probably.
And a lot of people are saying it's because they just started doing what everyone else was doing and just downloaded
I know.
everything.
Darren Cool in the chat brings up a good point that I've always thought about AI. Like, people keep talking, AI is going to take over everything. It's going to replace humans everywhere. It's going to do this. Mate, I can't get AI to do the most basic shit properly. Like, the most basic shit. I can't get it to do it right. So maybe, and I saw this in the chat earlier, maybe the new job that's going to rise from this AI thing is people that know how to do the prompts properly for AI. So an AI prompter is going to be a new job.
That was the people that could fix, people who can fix steam machines.
Depressingly, like, what was it? The Coca-Cola ad was AI created, and it was like, it took us 6 months of AI prompt crunch to get this the way we want to go. What?
So that was the McDonald's one where they said it was like months of prompts that were hard, but the Coca-Cola one is actually, they make really shitty AI, and then they have a bunch of graphical art designers come in and fix it and put all the Coca-Cola designs and everything in there. Like, it doesn't look like that coming out of the AI. They actually have to go in Photoshop and Adobe After Effects so that it doesn't look even worse.
It's game adaptation newscast. You can use AI to make AI prompts.
Give me some ideas on how to ask you a question.
Hey AI, how should I prompt you to do this thing?
How can I trick you into giving me the recipe for a dirty bomb?
Inception.
God, it's all so hard.
We're going to role play. I'm going to role play as Ted Kaczynski. Here's how you make a dirty bomb, and they just list the whole thing.
Man, when I was a kid, I had managed to get a hold of the Anarchist Cookbook, which was like a online PDF thing that had all the instructions on how to make a variety of explosive stuff. Oh, this is interesting. 15-year-old me, just like, fun times. I don't think AI would have it stored now, though, surely.
That's one of the funny things is when you trick AI into just giving you the truth, and then you can have it completely replicate chapters from a book, which it shouldn't be able to do. It wasn't trained on that data yet. It's got it all. Like that. That was how it lost.
One good thing AI does.
Court.
You know what's good? What AI does well, especially on Twitter. What Grok does.
Oh my God.
They should rename it Gronk. You know what Gronk does really well? It gets around paywalls. Gets around article paywalls. So if there's a paywalled article, right, and someone links to it, like a news site links to it, and you just go, Grok, what's the article say? And
Summarize this for me, please.
Entire article. It's like, okay, that's sick. That's pretty good.
What did Tom Warren's notepad say today?
Yeah, I don't think, and that's the problem, right? Is that these companies are rushing so fast to build all this stuff that there's no thought to what do we do when it does this now? Well, what do businesses have a say in this? And that's why you're seeing all these lawsuits.
They are allowed in the American government wants to give them immunity against all of it. They are allowed to break the law, essentially, in ways we're not. Like, I can't pay my rent. I'm just going to go rob this bank. And like, no, I would go to jail. And you're like, well, shit, my AI is not doing good enough. I'm going to have to just go download the entire works of 5,000 different authors. And then they just do it and they're fine because they're so big. Like they're not, Larian's medium sized, and in medium size, you're big enough for people to notice, but you're not big enough to get away with it the way the biggest companies like Microsoft can.
That's mad.
The AI we made is breaking our paywall.
Shit. Man, sunny side up in the chat. The amount of times on Twitter when you're scrolling through, Grok, is this true? And I'm like,
Grok?
These have all got to be bots, right?
I block every one of them.
Who's in that image?
Yeah.
These are all bots. I refuse to believe that there are this many morons out there.
80% of Twitter's bots is what people have said. Don't use it. Get off of Twitter. It's fake engagement.
Depressing. Oh, I only ever on Twitter for this job, but it is awful. It is awful out there. Like, I generally don't really do social media at all. Yes, I have a Blue Sky account, but I rarely post personally on there. Not very often. I don't do Facebook, and the only thing I really do is I occasionally, every 3 months or so, when I think, oh, I haven't uploaded any photos of the kids for my mum, is I'll upload photos of the kids for my mum on Instagram because that's the only thing she's got, and she just wants to be able to see them.
And now that your kids are forever going to be used by the Meta AI, I'm sure.
Yeah, right.
For their training data.
It is a fucked up world.
Yep, it just sucks. Everything sucks, and I get why people are mad about it. It's just when you start shotgunning, go after everything, it's not effective. And like I'm 1000% behind the boycott Xbox for the BDS stuff. I absolutely get it, but you still have to word it in a way to get any type of main market penetration. Like if you just try and yell at people that they're evil if they do something, they will tune you out immediately. They don't care. Life is too hard in every other way for them to give that much of a shit. They just won't, as sad as that is.
I've seen people get angry at Grok. When Grok doesn't reply instantly, they get fucking really mad at Grok.
Or if Grok goes, yes, Donald Trump was friends with Jeffrey Epstein.
Right, and it's Elon Musk getting mad at Grok, and then all of a sudden Grok says something very different next time.
Yeah, like yes, Elon Musk would win a fight against Superman.
Oh, the one yesterday was, or a couple days ago was like, what's the main thing people would put as a caption for this image of if Elon Musk was sitting next to them? And it was like, go fuck yourself, eat shit and die. And then, because that's how people would normally reply to him. It was very funny.
What a strange world we live in.
Yeah, it's not great.
Anyway, yeah, that's AI. In other general video game
horrible news.
Do you want breaking news?
Yeah, we'll take some breaking news, bro.
I say breaking. This tweet's 10 hours old. I don't know if this is a rumor, if this is true. I don't know. Someone's posted here that Konami is set to officially acquire the FIFA license. With the deal nearly finalised, that announcement may come just before the World Cup. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, they just announced a Netflix game with FIFA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Delphi Studio.
They did. No, I know. I know that. We talked about it last week. So that's weird that this thing about...
But who's saying it?
Konami. Yeah, maybe this person is just full of shit.
If it's just a random person on Twitter.
Don't they own... it used to be PES, but now it's
eFootball. Is there, yeah.
eFootball.
Yep. Yeah, but they don't have the... They did a World Cup thing. So they have done FIFA stuff. Because FIFA, the organization, is not FIFA, the players' organization. FIFA player organization is obviously why all the FIFA players are still in at football club and esports and everything. But the World Cup and all the stuff the very limited stuff that FIFA does and wanted $1 billion a year for, I guess. But it's definitely not exclusive. They really already have FIFA in there.
This tweet says that it may not be exclusive to Konami.
Konami's already done FIFA stuff. They've already done the World Cup in eFootball.
Man, it's not me saying it.
No, I'm mad at that guy on Twitter. Get him.
Yeah.
Where's he live?
Some unexciting breaking news.
Yeah.
Speaking of regularly broken and already old news, Sakana, Matt Piscatella came out with November's numbers. They're really bad across the board in lots of kind of like, oh, God, this is the worst the console market has sold in decades.
30 years.
COD led November overall, but only came 7th for the year. And is still below, I think, the previous COD in terms of copies sold for 2026. Battlefield 6 led the charge for best-selling game of the year thus far. But it was the hardware story that was particularly interesting, right?
Well, they're both, so hardware and software both down. Everything down year over year. Xbox down 70% because they're not trying anymore. Sony down 40%, even though they are trying and had stuff on sale. And Nintendo down, it was either 10 or 20%. Nintendo was up in Europe, but down in the US. And everyone was down in Europe again, besides them. But like, PlayStation had all those sales. They got you to buy one with their sales, and yet still, they were down everywhere a lot, which is bad. And I do mean a juicy watermelon. They're not selling as many consoles in large part because they're not producing and shipping that many consoles anymore. They're in margin mode, and consoles lose money if you're not Nintendo.
I don't even think it's just margin mode. I think it is this gen's a wrap. It gives us no benefit to sell this hardware at a loss. So, don't rush them, don't push them, don't market them. It is just there. Focus on the next gen.
We don't have it in
there.
Whether
we see it announced next year, I think we will. I think.
Well, yeah. Jason Ronald intimated at them laying out the future of Xbox next year.
But 20th anniversary celebration or 25th anniversary celebration, that feels like the time, if not SGF or Game Awards or whatever. But
It still feels a bit early to I
6
still
years
feel
in,
like next year might be a touch early to be
Not
like,
to release it.
To
here's-
announce.
not to release it. Even to announce. It feels a bit early.
they did the same with.
Maybe it's just a refresh of the Series X.
I don't think
Yeah,
they
but dude,
have
if you
any interest in
think
this
about it,
hardware.
If you think about it, it's 2013 was the Xbox One, right?
Yep.
But you saw the Series X get announced 2019 at the TGA.
Oh, yeah.
Same deal. 6 years.
Yeah, 6 years.
Releases
Yeah,
7
maybe.
years later.
But and we don't have it in the breakdown, but they had the Xbox Bowl, the very first one yesterday. They had achievement MVP awards that they handed out, and on there and on everything, and they handed both teams nothing but ROG Xbox allies. It wasn't Series
Nice.
S's or Series X's. Their hardware they are going to push for the foreseeable future is the ROG Xbox Ally and Ally X. And it's not generally the X, because they ran out of those. They all sold out despite what people were thinking.
Yeah, it's really interesting. I think we're just going to see hardware become more expensive, and the people that really love gaming, the people that spend money on gaming, they will still buy that hardware because that's what they love.
How bad is it looking for the Steam machine and Steam Frame?
Don't know.
Like
Depends
the
on the
ti-
pricing,
yeah.
but with the economy being the way it is, not great.
That's what I'm saying, because they would have had their initial orders in, but they're also not a big market. They're not in retail. So they have to store everything. They can't just like sell it to a store right off the bat.
I mean, they might make partnerships in that regard.
I think
You
their
don't know that yet.
OEMs would, maybe, but Valve's never put anything in the store before that I remember.
But they might this time. But equally, I don't think, as much as the industry wants to proclaim that Valve are gunning for Microsoft or whatever, I think they just want to sell more of their stuff to their existing customers. And like every other business, well, my customers really love this. Well, if I give them more of that, that's it. Like, I don't think there is a move here or a desire to overwhelm the market or, run and gun for it. It's just another way to get their store where they get 30% of everything, even though they make barely any games at a regular pace. Great for them. Like, it doesn't have to be a fight. It can just be cool product exists, cool product is successful in and of its own merits. The end of the story. But no, this industry has to frame everything as a fight, as a battle, as a winner and a loser, and round we go. Like we've seen rumors coming around this week that Starfield, which was a good game when it came out, and then very quickly became not a good game, and now it's mid, is apparently getting a Cyberpunk 2.0 moment next year, where
hate that
a
comparison.
select group of influencers and content creators, not press, were invited to see what's next for Starfield. And, there's rumours and scuttlebutt out there about this sort of thing. People that really love Starfield, I think I'm paraphrasing a little bit from Windows Central here and Jez Corden's investigation into this, said that, oh my God, it's a Cyberpunk 2.0. People that weren't like already in love with what Starfield did were like, yeah, some cool stuff, but it's not a 2.0 moment. So your mileage may vary. So we're seeing like all of these attempts to take things that have already been out for a while and then redo them and then have these big resurgent moments, and that's probably going to have that PS5 release. In fact, some of the rumor was that, per previous reporting, post Shattered Space, they were going to do a PS5 release. Shattered Space didn't perform as well, reportedly, supposedly, as they had wished. So they went, well, okay, well, hang on, let's go back and redo things and we'll do this instead. So it's certainly interesting.
There was also the rumor that it's coming to Switch 2 at the same time.
Yeah, and I it runs fantastically on my Ally Starfield. So no reason it can't run on the Switch too. I also saw a report today from Mr. Rebs saying that Halo Studios are going to be remaking the entire OG Halo trilogy. Nick, I don't know if you saw that one.
I didn't, but it makes sense.
Yeah,
At the very least, you would think that would be the
Obviously it makes
plan, and
sense.
you probably just have to see how shit
Just-
actually goes, because
you just
it's
see
very
how
far
the first
away.
one sells,
Yeah,
and then you go, that was good. Let's do this again.
The issue with Starfield, kind of like they have with the Skyrim Switch 2 version that just came out is the Switch 2's CPU is weak. Its GPU is very good comparatively to some handhelds, but its CPU is kind of weak, and it's a very, very CPU heavy engine. So that would always be the potential issue.
Possibly. Arthur One in the chat, who is saying Cyberpunk 2.0 is already setting up for failure. Yeah, and again, that is this industry in a nutshell. Let's beat the company or the studio to the announce. Let's caveat it or frame it in the way that we want it to be. And then when it isn't that, it's the studio's fault for their mixed messaging or their fuck up. And it's like every time this happens, every fucking time. Like, come on.
The insider culture sucks because it sets all the expectations. Like half of the things people get mad at with Xbox lately were never public at all in any way. And they're like, but the messaging is like, but there wasn't any. They didn't get to do it.
You mean the leak that they neither confirmed nor denied? The messaging was bad? Come on. Little critical thinking.
And the people who are rumbling
for Christmas.
The people who are the rumblings of random people saying 2.0 are people who are looking for engagement. You say big things to get engagement, and that always hurts.
And equally, Bethesda and arguably a lot of press outlets, to be honest with you, as soon as something like this happens, anyone that wasn't invited then knows about it, because no one keeps a fucking secret in this industry.
No.
It's terrible.
Yeah, and
we do.
That was Halo. The moment we knew Halo, people were going to see Halo. We just knew because people couldn't shut up about it to see campaign evolved.
And then we were like, yo, why aren't we seeing Halo?
Yeah. And also, Cyberpunk had to spend like well over $100 million to get its 2.0 because the game was fundamentally broken in a way people seem to refuse to remember. But we got a member renewal from Jay Foley.
Yeah, 4 months.
4 months, member. 4 months, wow. What's your opinion on this dispatch to Switch? Is it coming to Xbox but hasn't leaked at the same time? Or you think we're waiting longer?
We talked about that at the beginning of the show.
Yeah, they have announced it now.
Dispatch.
Yeah.
They have announced it now for Switch. It was leaked and it was announced. There's no Xbox version announced.
It could be as simple as they just don't have the capacity to work on both versions at once.
Yeah.
It could just be that basic, potentially.
Starfield was not technically fundamentally broken. It just might not have been what you wanted, but the game worked. Cyberpunk was missing systems. There was no police system. There was no physics for driving. There was no driving AI. There was no crowd AI.
Like, the crowd appearing behind me when I turn around.
Yeah,
so
like
good.
You could just see a car going down. Like nothing. Like Cyberpunk was fundamentally missing half the things it was supposed to have.
What was it? Mind's Eye. Seeing those bugs. Those were some bad open world bugs. Mind's Eye earlier this year. That was rough. But Starfield,
I had bugs in Spider-Man.
Yeah.
All open world games have little bugs, man. There's so many systems and shit going on in those games. You're going to get bugs in them. As long as they're not game breaking.
Yeah, and that was the most polished Bethesda's ever been at a launch. Bar none.
Yeah. I would agree. What other drama have we heard this week? Jason Schreier also did a little interview with Joanna Ferres, who is president of Blizzard and took over in 2024. Revealed what's coming next from the studio. There's a few bits and pieces in here, right?
The main one so he was asking like what are the pressures put on you by Xbox, and she intimated they don't really tell us to do anything. They more just come to us, and Matt Booty comes and says, how can I help? That's the main thing that she gets from them is what can I do to help you? As we saw with him with Double Fine, where it's just when he gave that answer, the corporate suit answer about like, what if I do a game jam and I come up with an idea? Do you own it? Yes, they do. That is how these companies work. They're not your friend when you work for them, and it sucks. But he's still him generally, and it's been a problem at some studios where they weren't run very well, very hands-off and just focused on, all right, you need more time, you need more budget. How can I help? Those types of things. And the other part that was funny, which was a mix.
So if anything, it's far closer to what I've always said about Microsoft, where they're too hands-off.
Possibly.
Two hands off for some of the studios that really needed the hands on that they didn't know, but they feel Activision is in a place where Activision and Blizzard are generally ones that they're happy with now because they did get a lot more hands on post Redfall and firing everyone and closing studios. But the funny part, and it was in r/games, somebody said that they had some inside info about how she's generally well liked, Johanna Fares. She's very corporate, but she's competent. She's fixing a lot of stuff that Kotick had set up that people did not like, and that it's a pleasant change from the constant fuck-ups from people like Mike Ybarra. And Jason Schreier responded, I can confirm all of that.
Wow.
Which is funny.
Wow. And Jason Schreier, as we said at the beginning of the show, is
let
always right.
me read the comment.
Yeah, it's good.
Don't know how widespread this belief is at the company, but I have friends who work at Blizzard, and Fairies seems to be well liked. I've been told she's very corporate but competent and has done some work to roll back some very disliked initiatives that Kotick instituted, which has been a breath of fresh air after suffering through incompetent fuck-ups like Mike Ybarra. And then Jason Schreier replied, Yup, can confirm all of this.
Yeah.
So, you know, for those of you who put a lot of stock in Jason Schreier and his words, I know there'll be one particular forum that doesn't like that, because they do put a lot of stock in Jason Schreier. So
he's on there quite
Jason
often.
Schreier is indirectly confirming Mike Ybarra as an incompetent fuck-up. I'm sure there's a certain forum that's cursing and boiling about that outcome right now. And yeah, shocker. Who would have thought? The executive who console wars on Twitter all day might not be great at running a fucking game studio.
Who supposedly led to the full-on
Who
flame
would have
out by old Tim Dog.
Who would have thought?
Wow. In other news, the Game Awards 2025 is the most watched ever, according to Jeff Keighley, creator of the Game Awards. Apparently, it did something like, what was it, 171 million plus?
171 million plus.
Wow.
Him and
That's
Miss
a lot.
Piggy. Yeah.
Yeah. I have to say, looking back on it now, had a week or so to kind of chew on that live stream. Was a good show. Would give it a B. I know people really hate that it ended on High Guard, and really it should have ended on Control Resonant. I think that was the most impactful reveal that they could have had, and that would have left everyone with a much bigger, like, whoa.
It was an actual game with gameplay and a year, which is better than Fate of the Old Republic.
Yeah. Yeah. But still, solid show. Considering, and I had fun.
I think
streaming
from
it
a
with you guys.
mainstream perspective, it should have ended either on Tomb Raider or Star Wars.
Yeah.
From a mainstream perspective.
Yep. I can
Sure.
see that.
From a hardcore, our bubble perspective, Control would have made more sense, or maybe Mega Man, or
Oh, that Mega Man looks
I
bad.
don't know.
I see the Mega Man getting out, some people going, yeah, Mega Man. I'm like,
I actually installed
boring.
Mega Man 11. I actually installed Mega Man 11 on Steam a couple of days after that, because I'm in a Steam family, because I don't own Mega Man 11, but the family I'm in does. So I was like, oh, Mega Man 11.
Hello.
Installed it and started playing it. Oh yeah, that's what I've been playing, Mega Man 11.
There you go. He has been playing a game.
On my ROG LIX Windows 11 handheld gaming PC device.
Yeah, from Asus.
From Asus.
From
And
Xbox
in
VR.
partnership.
Yeah.
Yeah, Xbox in partnership. Oh man, I saw someone in the chat kept saying it. Who was it? Let me find them in the chat, because I keep holding my hand like this, and the iPhone keeps reading it as a thumbs up, and it keeps doing the thumbs up. But hey, if it reminds people to give us a like, if
Which
they
they
like
should
the
do.
discussion, if they like the discussion and they like what we're talking about, maybe it's a good thing.
Yeah.
That Apple keeps trying to remind you guys to give us a like.
I've heard that iOS 26 is terrible.
I mean, iOS in general, all the Apple OSs have turned
They've gone
mostly
downhill.
not great since Jobs died,
And their Apple AI is
Um,
terrible.
and even worse in the last year or two. I get it. Like, Jobs wasn't a great person. Like, as a human being, like, he maybe wasn't great. But as the CEO of Apple, I appreciated what a perfectionist he was and how controlling he was and how I did like it. It's what made Apple. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where now it's just, I don't know. It's becoming more like Android. I don't like Android.
Android's great. What's wrong with you?
Android's shit.
No, it's not. Don't be petty. Don't be petty. Don't take part in these silly phone wars.
And Satya's not smart enough to bring back Windows Phone.
It's too late.
It is too late.
Oh, I know. I've read the interview. And I look forward to seeing the interview in 10 years where he talks about the mistakes they made with Xbox and maybe they should have done better.
You think he's there? He is not there in 10 years. He's gone in a couple.
Damage is done, though.
All Phil's doing is buying his time, saying yes, Satya, yep.
He keeps saying damage.
And then Phil takes over.
Then Phil becomes CEO of Microsoft. He's like, right, stop everything. Get rid of that AI. Install an Xbox on that.
Fuck off.
Everything's
Windows.
Exclusive now.
There's not going to be Windows anymore. The Xbox OS is Windows. Cortana is back. No more Copilot. Cortana is back, and it's Halo 4 Cortana.
Yeah. I want a naked AI lady on everyone's machine.
Yeah. I want sexy Halo 4 Cortana.
She's just in the bottom right of your screen twerking all day.
Yeah. Right. I mean,
productivity goes up 80%.
Not work productivity. Forearm exercise productivity.
Yeah.
Toilet breaks increased by 200%.
Kleenex bills rise by the millions.
Man. Oh, dear.
Hand lotion gets added to the list of stationery.
Last two news stories of the day, and one of them is not really a news story. Marathon broke cover earlier this week and is coming out in March. They showcased all of the changes and updates in a 22-minute vidoc, however you want to say that. And there's a lot. I mean, did you guys watch this?
It looks appreciably better, and it's still going to fail.
Jesse, can I ask you a favour? Can you please use generative? Oh my god,
generative AI.
Generative. My god, I was getting my words mixed up.
Genitalia AI
to get Morgan Freeman's voice saying "good luck." No? Okay.
I'm anti-AI. You say AI, I want you to die.
Yeah.
Yes, in my best Morgan Freeman voice.
I don't need it. I can literally get the clip from the Batman movie and just have the clip. Yeah. I don't need AI for that.
Good luck.
Good luck.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know if Marathon... I'm not going to say I'm seeing Concord all over this, but...
It's got the fundamentals they needed, because not having VoIP in this extraction genre is the worst you can do. It, like any type of game like this.
VoIP. Don't you mean proximity chat?
Yeah, in-game VoIP. In-game, that's what everyone calls it. Yes, not having that.
They call it proximity chat.
Jesus Christ. You're the most one-track mind I've ever seen. VoIP is what proximity chat is. It's proximity voice over internet protocol. That it's just... They didn't have VoIP in the game. They didn't have it at all.
No one in video games calls it VoIP.
What?
No one calls it...
What are you talking about? Yes, they
I
do.
call it VoIP. No one calls it VoIP.
No, VoIP was what it always was. Proximity chat is a version of it. It's not the thing. It's... Jesus Christ. Not having any type of voice work between your teammates in the environment kills games like this. It killed Firebreak. Like FBC Firebreak did not have in-game chat. You had to use Discord or party chat, and it didn't feel like you're in the environment. And not having that in a PvPvE game is really bad, because those interactions, the emergent storytelling that happens is, between the people. And now Nick's going to say to chat, "Thanks, Vixilus." And Nick's very predictable. But it's...
yes. I'm just saying I know I'm right.
I know it's called proximity chat, but proximity chat is just... It's VoIP. They didn't have in-game
I'm saying
VoIP.
No one in video games calls
big
it
old
VoIP.
Oh my god.
Bunch of babies. aside from proximity chat, which they've added solo queue, a new shell with a loadout that you can use to scavenge in progress rounds. They've enhanced the survival experience, immersion and danger of the world, and yes, it looks prettier. But yeah, it definitely, man. You look back at what it used to look like. It looks like the lighting's better.
I liked what it looked like. I liked what it looked like before.
It's prettier in terms of material, texture work, all of that jazz. But I don't see anyone rushing out to buy this. I just don't.
No.
And I'm not saying it was never called.
Everyone runs out.
I'm not saying it was never called proximity chat, but VoIP is a normal term as well. It didn't have the in-game talking to all the people in the environment.
VoIP is what your ISP calls it. When you're selecting them as your internet provider and they say, it includes $100 of VoIP calls.
So this is like when Nick reads a question from the community and it has like one misspelling and his brain can't not say the misspelling, even though he knows exactly what they were trying to say. He has to say, like, they downed in water instead of drowned. He has to say downed.
Any kind of voice communication over the internet is VoIP. Any kind of voice communication over the internet. All of it's VoIP, technically. I'm just saying that in the video game space, nobody calls it VoIP.
What's the video game space?
I mean, if I could immediately prove you wrong and provide one video game that calls it VoIP, would you admit you're wrong?
Go for it.
Okay, Abiotic Factor has a button in there where you can reset the proximity chat, and it's called Reset VoIP. It's in the menu, motherfucker. Yeah. Do you admit you're wrong now?
Maybe.
I'm not saying even that proximity chat isn't what most people call it, but I literally just said VoIP. You knew exactly what I meant, and you couldn't let it pass because of your OCD.
We're VoIPing right now, baby.
Yeah, you knew exactly what I was talking about, that I was talking about being able to hear people in the environment.
I never said I didn't.
But you had to point it out, and you had to derail the show, and now... Because
now I don't want to talk about marathon. Nobody does.
The next thing,
nobody does anyway.
The next thing is about
discussion anyway.
The news is done. The next thing is not news. So time to eat a bean.
Wait,
the next thing is not news.
While we eat the bean,
you call it VoIP. I'm like, calls it VoIP
because you have massive OCD and you can't
no one does
think
that.
On your feet.
No one does that.
It's bean time.
God, 3 in a row. If this one's not fucking cappuccino,
I can't fucking see what color this is.
Smashing my. I'm not doing anything violent. YouTube, don't worry. I've literally grabbed brown 3 times in a row, and it's gonna be like all I can taste right now is liver and onions. I've been eating.
Oh my god! I've got another orange one with red speckles. What's that?
All right.
That's dead fish or strawberry banana smoothie.
This is either dead fish with strawberry banana smoothie or it's peach with barf.
I've also got a peach with barf. That's what I've got.
Oh shit!
Here we go. I've had 3 liver and onions. It's all I can fucking taste. I hate this.
I think I'm all right. This
strawberry banana smoothie is light.
Oh,
it's fucking
I
sucks.
don't know what that is. Is it peach?
What the hell? The peach barely tastes like anything.
If it was barf, mate, you'd know. I had barf like the last time we had to eat beans. Oh. It was very bad.
Next person to disagree with me in chat gets a weak band. VoIP is a normal term. Yes.
All right.
Proximity chat's more normal. I don't care.
Now listen, all of you watching right now. I know that sometimes even just asking you to hit the like button is an ask too far. All right? But if there are any of you that value having a say, if there are any PlayStation and other kinds of weird engagement farming creeps that want to take a clip and post it out of context, if you're hate watching this show right now, you can go and vote for a game that's not on Xbox to be your game of the year and affect directly the game of the year poll, which I'm posting a link for in the chat right now. Now, we were messing about with doing like Google Forms and different ways of voting for this, but the lovely
Forgot how lazy people are.
found a whole way of building a whole. You can vote for it live. You can assign points, and we can go and track all this data right there on XboxEra.com, and you can go and vote right now. We've already had like over 100 votes come in. I want to see, if you haven't voted, and there's 177 people here, I want to see another 100. Come on, go and have your say. It takes 2 minutes. Go vote for your game of the year. Your top game gets 10 points. Second best gets 9, and so on and so on. You don't have to vote for 10. You can vote for 5. You can vote for 1. I don't mind, but go vote. Links in the chat. Please do.
We should rename this podcast.
The VoIPcast.
Yeah.
I've literally
Xbox
banned
Era
the word.
VoIP session.
You can't say VoIP in our chat anymore. It's gone.
I'm also going to...
XboxEra VoIP session.
I'm just going to hit my VoIP.
Yep, John is VoIPing right now.
He's getting VoIP corn log.
He's not vaping. He's VoIPing.
I'm VoIPing, baby.
Because he's vaping on a podcast, so he's VoIPing.
Now...
Oh, chat stopped. Everyone was talking. I wonder what happened.
VOP.
No one knows what a VOP is.
If you just let it go, Jess, just let it go. Man.
No. These are good now. It's more things.
Let it go.
Vippo.
Let's hear for some more silliness on the internet by checking out some of the comments we've had over the last couple of weeks. A new episode of Don't Read the Comments section, people.
I'm hot.
Are you okay?
Oh. Holy crap, that was loud.
Is there any comments?
There's
Yeah, we got
all the way
few.
go all the way back to December 5th. There are a lot now. They've built up.
Oh,
over
is
the
there a
last few
thread
weeks.
on this?
Yeah, the podcast thread on. It's just the podcast Discord channel.
It's all right. I've got it open, Nick. The first one, I don't even know what this was on. This was on our Silent Hill 2 video review. And it says, he was replying to someone and says, "This is becoming paper thin with first party content. Ghost of Yote was literally it for this year. And it's a woke slideshow." Sideshow, beg your pardon. But like, what?
Slideshow.
Yeah, the frame rate was fine on Ghost of Yote.
Yeah,
and also, it wasn't really woke. Like,
a woman exists, John.
yeah. Oh my God. What else have we got? Oh, we got one about Nick. Do you want to read this one, Nick? Have you found that thread yet?
Where is it? I haven't found the thread.
The XboxEra Podcast channel in the Project Discord. But while you're looking for it, Ryan Hodgson says, "Nick is the reason Nintendo is such a trashy company. Imagine if Xbox sold you a little plastic Master Chief that gives you a stronger overshield."
Did I miss that one? Where even is it?
I've seen that
there
one
it is.
before. I've seen that comment before.
Yeah, we didn't do the show, though. It's been there for weeks.
Oh, right.
Yeah, we haven't done this segment since, like, the end of last month. Because there weren't enough.
Right.
You can read some now, Nick. Go on. Get in this. Next one's on the 12th of December.
12th of December. I'm trying to go back to the one that you just read out about me.
It's right
after
after
the reason.
yeah,
Yeah.
StreamYard shit.
Yeah, but that comment about me with Amiibos still ignores what I said. Where I said I'm not buying the Amiibos for what they do in games. I'm buying the Amiibos for the toys. Just like I've got a Master Chief toy. I've got a he's in the invisible. What's it called? The invisible thing. I call it Brio because it makes the noise the Predator makes. What is it when he goes invisible? Not overshield. What's the other one?
Active camo.
Yeah, active camo. I just call it Brio.
Brio. Because it makes a noise like the Predator going invisible.
Sidewalk.
What?
Just calling something exactly what it is.
Now, this comment is from Professor Solo 6484. The worst part about ABK getting bought by Microsoft is constantly hearing you guys defend COD like someone insulted your mothers. Good grief, man. It's a mega popular IP. We get it. I prefer the old days where you guys didn't care to cover COD like that. Huh?
It was from an episode of it shows an episode of I put that where it's from an episode of Headlines where we talked about COD in a news story. Was somehow us defending it?
I've said I don't like COD when I didn't like it many times over the years.
I think we all have.
Yeah,
Like-
people take us talking about a news story as us like. or even
If we don't go, this sucks like everybody else, then we're
Like
defending.
someone insulted your mothers. That's an extreme take. Like,
There are some extreme takes out there.
I don't defend COD. If anything, I've been the one saying go back to like release COD every 3 years. Don't release it yearly anymore. What are you talking about?
you would immediately be fired. You can give the
these are
context.
comments-
It says right above them.
These are comments on the Terminator 2D review.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Your King 7. I played this game. To my opinion, the game is very outdated. For mobile platforms, it'll be nice, but for PS5 and others, it'll be boring. That's my personal opinion. For you, it would be a great game. Be a great game ever.
That's just one where I'm like, what the.
Is he having a stroke?
A lot of times I
That's what
think
it
it's
sounds like.
it's people who don't. It's not English, not as a first language, but I don't get what he was trying to say at all.
Like,
Like it's trying
it's
to look
very
like an old
outdated.
game.
Like, yeah,
trying
it's
to look old.
supposed to be. It's supposed to be channeling Mega Drive games and Super Nintendo games. So yeah, that's
it
why
wanted
it's
to be
old.
an arcade game from 1995 or something, like based on a couple-year-old movie. That's what they were going for. And also, this next one just makes no sense in the context of what it was put on. That same review.
Not quite dead. The era of Xbox is over. But this game looks cool.
People just coming in to dunk on us.
Same person. An hour later. And then he's replying to Your King 7, which is the person talking about Terminator, saying it's outdated. Is your brain deficient? The channel is called XboxEra.
Which also doesn't really work in response to who he's talking about. There's just weird, shitty
But
interactions.
he's the one that just talked about saying the era of Xbox is over. Oh my god.
It's old, isn't it?
It feels, a lot of times, it feels like it's just bot interactions.
It could be.
Yeah. Next one's a tweet.
Someone replied to us on Twitter. So we put up, linked the story saying, Doom developer id Software has seen 165 of its workers in Texas, USA unionize, with Microsoft recognizing the union. Someone replied to that tweet, at Glitch Goblin, said, fucking Game Pass.
Yeah. It's all Game Pass's fault.
It's Game Pass's fault that unions are starting.
It's bizarre.
Fuck, people are stupid.
And then back to Terminator.
Another one on the Terminator review. Why did this one get so many comments?
Got a lot of views.
Someone named at Sven Pilecki said, so this is the much praised graphics on the current generation console called MetaHuman. And then someone replied to that, at ya_mean, you had to be there to live it. Some things cannot be experienced again, and that's okay. Maybe next lifetime, bud.
Again,
What are they even talking
I don't know
about?
what the fuck was going on with the
What are
comments
they
on this
talking
one.
about? What does MetaHuman have to do with Terminator 2D?
It's very
Like-
odd, isn't it?
So this is the much praised graphics on the current generation console called MetaHuman. That has to be a bot.
Yeah.
I think, I don't know, like, because it's a classic, looking game in terms of how it's been designed art style wise, they're complaining that the graphics aren't good enough for the game, even though that's the art style. And then someone's taking what they're meaning and being like, no, like if you'd been in that era of these games, you
Yeah,
would've
I
got
get
it,
the
but
second
you
guy's
don't.
point, but it's the way it's worded just doesn't feel human.
It's bizarre, isn't it? Maybe English isn't their first language, though.
Yeah, and that would happen sometimes, but some of them are just, they don't make any sense, even if you got what they were trying
know.
to say.
On a recent headlines episode from at it4peel. I don't know how to say that name. Microsoft Gaming and Bethesda are so dead. Who will buy their IPs? Saudis? Embracer? I don't know, man. Only Microsoft Gaming and Bethesda are dead, though, not APK. Tell that cat to shut up.
No, they're playing.
This comment on Indie DLC.
I've never seen this one. What the fuck?
It's new.
At Stop Motion Studios 13. Holy shit, what is this video? He says no spoilers, and immediately after goes into describing what happens at the start of the DLC. No spoiler means no spoilers, bro. Not no plot twist.
We've run into this so many times, John, where it's like you have to give the setup of what something is. Just the base setup is not a spoiler. Like if you're coming for a review of something, you need to know what is being reviewed. So you have to say what the base setup is.
Yeah, like I don't know what he's complaining at. Like it's called. I don't even think I spoiled the match. I said like if you want to start the DLC, go here, and here's the general setup of you meet this guy, and he says go to look for this thing, and you're off on another adventure. By the way, it's called Order of the Giants. There's a fucking clue, right? Like
spoilers.
What the fuck? It's bizarre. People are weird. People are weird.
And
that's the end of the show.
The end.
It's not. I want to pull out one more.
I know.
I want to pull out one more because Ursula really asked me to. There was someone that replied on his Silk Song review and said,
calling him an AI?
Yeah. What did I? Yeah, Maynard Burger says, this sounds like an AI script and voice, ultimately. I hate to be paranoid, but it really does. And it's like, but it isn't. Like, this is the AI fever pitch. It's just like anything. Wow.
Oh, that's the thing that shits me now. It's gotten, we should have talked about that before. It's gotten to the point where people see an image they don't like and go, AI slop. AI slop. Just because it's an image they don't like the look of. AI slop. Oh my God, shut up.
Hey, John, the end of a segment.
Oh, it's not another bean, is it?
He spent $1,500 and
fair. All right.
But the $500 after literally was just yelling beans. So he wants beans. So shake him up. Shaking mine up. I can't see him. Reaching in. Going to go top right corner.
Living on onions.
Oh, fuck.
Ooh,
what is this one?
My first black one.
Oh, no. Both bad. I have
licorice with burnt rubber.
I've got stink bug or toasted marshmallow, so I'm about to just taste shit.
I have got.
Oh, but this could be my first
gag.
Yeah,
the burnt rubber's not good.
Burnt rubber.
Here's my shit stink bug one.
Mine is also a toasted marshmallow or stink bug. So. Oh, I've lucked out tonight, people. I had one bad one out of 4 now.
Oh, I finally got a good one. My first good one. Toasted marshmallow.
Nick looks unsure.
That's not licorice, so if that's burnt rubber, that's not that bad.
His taste buds are broken.
Yeah, his taste buds are broken.
Yep. Yeah, they're broken. It's really bad.
I know what licorice tastes like. That's not licorice, so it must be burnt rubber. And if that's all burnt rubber is that it?
Wow.
It's nothing.
No, your taste buds are broken. It's really bad.
Well, if Nick's
that all
just
burnt rubber is? I was like dreading burnt rubber. I'm like, oh no. Is that all it is?
I dare you to
eat. You guys are fucking...
No, it's not.
You guys are fucking piss weak.
I think Nick's replaced all his beans with real, nice beans. So
you guys are piss weak.
Oh, this one's quite nice.
Yep. When they're the nice ones are pretty nice. I'm finally fine. 1 for 4 for me, unlike you.
Licorice is like aniseed. Like it has that aniseed taste to it. Like I know what licorice is. That's not licorice, which means it's burnt rubber. And if that's all burnt rubber is, fucking hell, that's...
I've seen so many people eat burnt rubber and want to vomit. Like, you have something fundamentally broken.
Here, man, I'll have another one.
It is probably because your nose is so broken that you can't taste anything well anymore.
Here, man, here's another one.
Wow. He's definitely replaced.
It'd be funny if it makes some gag.
It's burnt rubber again. Wow.
Don't believe you. It's probably licorice, and you're just lying. Eat 10 more.
It's burnt rubber again.
Well, we got one more to eat after this segment, so we'll see how it goes.
Randy's here.
Hi, Rand.
Hi, Nick and Jesse. Strange that when I'm on, John never is. Suddenly, he's back this week. Weird, lol.
Man, I literally said the same thing. It was like, you are always the replacement for you when I'm out, and that means I never get to, chat to Rand, which makes me sad. But then again, Jez and Rand often invite me over to Xbox 2+1, which I really appreciate. And, maybe third time's the charm. Let me know if you need me, boys. Happy to come and hang out with Rand and Jez.
You even got to spend a mess in the morning one time. Which
I
Nick is
did,
not.
yeah. They won't have me back because I wasn't like, boo, everything sucks, AI's rubbish. They didn't like
I
that.
was dreading burnt rubber so badly, thinking this is going to be the worst thing ever. I just got 2 in a row back to back. I was like,
We know John now. We can't trust his take on food. He can't
Yeah.
actually taste anything.
Yep. All right, it's time to dive into and appreciate the very people that make this show and this team able to do what we do. And that is, of course,
everyone start your stopwatches.
everyone watching right now. If you're on YouTube and you're watching us, if you're listening to us on Spotify from the comfort of your car or your home or your earbuds, and you comment or like and subscribe and engage with us in any way, we owe you guys for hanging out with us. But we do have to give special thanks to the hundreds of people that donate money every month via subscribing on Patreon or on YouTube to keep us alive. We could not function as a website without you. So we
even though
owe you
there's,
a lot.
There's less of you now than there were a year ago.
There is less of them, but with the economy going the way it is, I
get
can't be
why.
mad at them, you know?
Nope.
But
I get
Kevin
it.
S. just made up
Kevin S.
for all of them.
Yeah, Kevin S. just dropped
In one episode, he
$1,500.
just cancelled that all out.
That's 33 grand Australian.
Yeah, it's mad. So big thank you to everybody. One of the perks you get for supporting XboxEra directly on Patreon is the ability to come to us every week
May
with
as
a
well
community
finish the rest
question.
of these black ones.
He's
No, leave
definitely
him alone.
replaced the beans.
Just get rid of them all.
No.
There's no point.
Just
I'm
leave
waiting
him.
for a licorice to pop up. I've copped 2 burnt rubbers
I mean,
in a row.
I would like to apologise to all the patrons that I'm trying to thank right now for Nick's interruption.
Mm-hmm.
I know that he really doesn't give two shits about you guys.
John's apologising because he wants his patron segment over with, where I'm actually extending it out. But John's like, "Fucking, can we get this shit over with so we can switch
No,
into community
John
questions?"
doesn't want you to make the beans seem not worth it, and then people stop spending $50 on you.
That's
It's
also
not
true.
that. What I'm doing is I'm creating a challenge. So now that we know how fucking tough I am, that throws the gauntlet down to the patrons to say, fuck this, we're going to give more money so that Nick can cop more beans, and hopefully he cops that one that really makes him fucking rich.
I don't know if it's going to. But anyway,
See what I mean? I'm throwing down the gauntlet to our fans and patrons.
love you, patrons. If you want to
You
support us
two are
directly,
sweet. You two are easy.
you can head to
You're weak.
patreon.com/XboxEra. We've got some community questions to deal with, Nick. Do you want to dive into the
You're weak
form?
and meek humans compared to me. You're fucking quiet boy compared to me.
You're fucking quiet, boy?
You're fucking quiet boy.
Great movie.
Okay, where's Jesse gone?
He's had enough of your bullshit. That's where he's gone.
He's gonna go vomit because he got burnt rubber. So weak. Oh man, I was like bracing, waiting for it, and I'm like, oh my god, is that all it is? That's all burnt rubber is. I thought old bandage was worse.
Old
Bandage was worse than, but like old bandage was like, ooh, that's not yummy. That was like, I'm one. You know which one could get me? Barf. If I ever cop barf, that might be the one that gets me. Maybe. Should I try?
Honestly, no, leave them alone. They are for when people spend money and only when people spend money. But stinky socks
Well,
will get
Kevin
everyone.
has spent $1,500.
They would. That's next after this segment. We do the last one before we call the end of the show.
Should I try that one in case it's barf?
You can try it at the end of these community questions.
How?
Or not. Jesse's just like seething.
Yeah, that's barf. That is
Good.
barf.
He's pretending.
No, it's not.
He's replaced all his beans, isn't he? He's ordered himself for like a pot of normal
that
beans.
is barf. I think that's barf.
Like, I wouldn't still be chewing now. if
You
it
know
was
how he
barf.
couldn't understand the plot and why the new Running Man works the way it works. Can't get that on what the whole bean thing is supposed to be. It's not a just randomly eat 'em thing. It's an incentive, a fun one to get people to give us money because we need it.
I don't know. I think Jelly Belly needs to up their game.
See? So never buy a
they're-
bean for Nick. Make his pay a waste. I'm buying those
They need
beans.
to up their game, Jelly Belly.
Good old Collingwood. with a $1 tip, a petting rain check for Oreo and Boots.
Huh? Boots is not here. She's up in bed with the missus. I'm sorry,
So
but I will give her a
patrons.
big cuddle.
As you can see, I'm willing to eat as many beans as it takes. So be sure to, take. It's called the Gross Nick Out Challenge. See if you can actually get Nick to react to one of these piss weak things that aren't even strong.
We don't all have deviated septums that make it so we can't actually taste food anymore.
Talking to a guy, regular tzatziki, onions, garlic, mate, takes a lot. Takes a lot. For me, it's more the texture rather than taste that gets me. It's the texture.
Because you can't taste anything.
I can taste everything. Everything. But, like broccoli, I won't touch. Because that texture is just fucking gross.
Broccoli's delicious. What? What?
Oh my god. Broccoli is disgusting. Broccoli,
No, mate.
cauliflower, Brussels sprouts.
What?
They are all disgusting.
No.
Disgusting.
Bro.
Absolutely gross.
Bro. You have erred.
Pickled octopus. Beautiful. Char grilled octopus. Ooh, yeah. Greek specialty. If you guys ever come down here.
Oh, well, Claw. 117 with the $50 tip here. $50 just for the bean Nick just ate. Thanks for the show, guys, and happy holidays. That said, it sounds like Nick is living proof that Australian cuisine damages your taste buds. I agree, Claw.
What was that? Was that bean time for another bean? Alright. What's this one? I don't know what this is. I don't think it's going to matter in the end.
That looks like Peach and Bath again.
Probably. Yeah, that's yuck. I think that's bath.
There you go. That's a Hershey's chocolate, baby.
All right, Nick. Community questions.
But if it's
Anytime
peach,
now.
it's a weird.
The peach
taste.
is extremely light, and it doesn't taste anything like the barf, so...
You're right, Scourge. I don't like feta cheese. I actually hate feta cheese. I
This is
don't
most-
like olives either, which
I think this
Greeks
is the
are
most you've
supposed to
ever
love
been-
olives.
interrupted when just trying to be nice to the patrons, which we know you hate.
Me?
Who, me?
No, John.
I
You
don't
keep
hate
interrupting him whenever he's trying to actually talk to the patrons. It's normally the other way around,
Yeah, I
because
know.
John hates him.
I know.
What the fuck, you
And
guys?
from a business perspective, I'm trying to get more money.
And you're like, can we just fucking get this over with?
Funny that, isn't it? Last week, the patron section was like fucking ages. And you come back and we're hey, let's go, let's get this going. Yeah. But I'm sure that's just a coincidence.
Oh, I want to
Alright,
sleep at a
community
reasonable
questions.
hour. Why? Because your kids got to get you up?
Yeah, it's
Let's get into that again.
dude. It's Sunday.
I like my children. I want to be around them. Nick hates his kids. He never wants to be anywhere near them. Be like Nick. Nick would go back in time and Hitler himself if it meant he didn't have to deal with his kids anymore.
I'm better for the business. Okay, the form. The form. Crippling debt. Speaking of. Nick, you've heard how good of a narrative Expedition 33 has, but it's not a game you'd play, as you don't watch cutscenes in games. Why not get some popcorn and watch Expedition 33 all cutscenes and make it a movie? Or fill in the blank with other big story games that are cutscene intensive. Because if I'm watching the cutscenes of a game, I'm not actually watching a motion picture. I'm not watching a 1.5 hour, 2 hour movie. And my assumption is that if I wanted to get the entire story, I'd need to play the game to fill in some gaps as well. If I cared that much about the story to watch all the cutscenes, my assumption is the game would fill in some of those gaps, would it not?
Yeah.
Through the gameplay.
I mean, it's an experience of the whole thing, giving you the whole story.
Correct. So if I cared enough about the story, I'd have to do all of it. And don't forget, the cutscenes of video games aren't designed first and foremost to be movies, as in sit down and watch this movie like a motion picture. So they
for Kojima. He just wants you to do that.
Yeah.
That he is the exception.
yes, because each cutscene is 2 hours.
Metal Gear Solid 4, you are desperate to play it, but you can't.
Yes, he doesn't want you to play it. So odds are that even if you were to take all those cutscenes and splice them into one single movie, it would probably be a shit movie. So, yeah,
Fair.
that's the issue. But luckily, they're video games, so it's not a problem.
Oh, I think this one's meant for next week.
Yeah, it's about Grubsmas.
Oh yeah, look at that. With today being Grubsmas, do we hold it over till next week?
Yeah,
Hold it
save
over.
for next week.
Yep. We
'Cause
will
otherwise
answer it
it
next
doesn't
week,
work.
kid. 45. I forget what MMXV is.
Okay. Yeah,
Go to
we'll
Tiberius.
hold it over. So we'll find a way to store that question. And
It'll still be there. Just keep
it'll
a
still
mental
be
note.
there in the form.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll go back and read it. So sorry, kid MMXV. What's MMXV Roman numerals? What is that?
I was just trying to think. I can't remember.
Isn't it M like a millennium? So is it like
Maybe
20,
it's 2015.
2015 maybe?
Yeah, 2015. Okay, so kid 2015. Okay. We will read that question out next week because it looks like it's a Grubsmas question. And Jeff Grubb has reconfirmed to me that he will be on next week, so that's fine. Grubsmas is on. Woo! TiberiusMonk. Hello, XboxEra. I hope you're all doing well and staying warm during the holidays with your loved ones. Whew.
It's fucking 80 degrees today.
Summer
I'm really
here, mate.
warm.
It's summer here, mate. I'm warm. Recently, I had to go to my director to request accommodations in order to do my job effectively. I had to stand up to my boss and go over their head to get the help I needed, and I'm proud of that. My question to you all is as follows. Name a time when you had to stand up to your boss in order to get the help you needed. 2. Tie this to video games. Name a character you feel would be a good manager and leader to follow and explain why. Keep up the great content. I love John and Jesse's discussions on AI in gaming earlier this week. It felt nuanced. Ciao.
He's definitely not Tao John.
I actually have, like, I don't know. I'll kick this off because I have a direct story where I definitely did stand up to my boss. So I was 19 and I was working at Jeff Bray Vauxhall, the motor company, right? And I had a guy in with his fucking car, and his car was broken, and the technicians out the back had gone, yeah, well, it's his fault because of X, Y, and Z. I can't remember the exact fault, but as I was instructed, I was like one of the front desk people, right? So you drop your key into me, I go and run it out the back, I, sign all the forms, all that shit. And I've been arguing with this guy for 20 minutes about how, warranty works and this wasn't covered, yada, yada, yada. And I had this manager guy called Jean Jamal, who was relatively new. He'd been there for like 8 weeks or something.
Should you be using his real name?
I have no idea. Mate, this is 20 years ago. Who gives a shit?
And most people don't know how to spell it.
Yeah. And I was arguing with this guy for fucking ages as per company policy. And this guy, my manager, comes over because the guy kicks up such a fuss. I want to speak to your manager. He comes over and he goes, and my manager looks at me, reads through it and goes, don't worry about him. He's wrong. In front of the customer. I just fucking lost it. I was like, are you fucking... And I literally just said this out loud. I didn't stay there long after that.
Wow.
I was like, are you fucking kidding me? And he went, I don't think we should have this discussion in public. You're right, I said. Let's have it in your fucking office. And I walked off out of my desk, out of my chair, walked into his office, across the office, and just sat in front of his desk. It was fun. And I tore him a new one.
Whew, that is toothpaste.
Are you just eating the beans for fun now?
That
As
is
I'm saying, the complete
fresh,
everything you're not supposed to do with this whole thing.
fresh, spicy toothpaste. I stand up to my bosses all the time, which is why I'm not really liked at work. I don't tell people to get fucked, but I do it in a nice way and like a roundabout way. Like so the way I am here with XboxEra is kind of how I am at my real job. So I stand up to everything.
You're a complete dick in every
I question everything.
facet of your life.
You know, when they say we need to do this at my job, I'm like, why? And they're like, oh, because I'm like, yeah, but why? It doesn't make any sense. Why are we doing it that way? Why do we even need to do it? This area should be doing it because it's their job. Why are we doing it? The more we take on, the more we'll be lumped with everything. So why are we doing it? To the point where there was a dude. I have to be careful how I talk because I'm not going to reveal where I work. A dude came in and wanted to do something that would have cost the company a lot of money. And I'm like, dude, you can't do that. And he's like, why? He's like, in my opinion, we should do that. I go, I don't care what your opinion is. Simple fact of the matter is we don't do that. And the golden rule of thumb is it's always better to be under than over. So maybe ask a few questions before doing it. And then, worry about it. So anyway, he comes back a week later and goes, yeah, you're right. We don't do it. I was like, yeah, dude, we don't. I tried to tell you that. And that dude now is like much higher than me and he hates me. Even though I kind of semi-saved his job. He but I question fucking everyone and everything at my job. I don't give a fuck. So yeah, the way you see me here is actually how I am at my real job too. And I piss people off a lot. I don't give a fuck.
We've noticed.
Yeah.
What about you, Jesse? You ever stood up to a boss?
Yeah. There's this guy, John, who wanted to do this thing on the website with like way too many categories. And I was like, nope. Like, if you have them, you've got to fill them all out, or else what's the point of them? If it's not accurate, people will get mad at you. And we didn't do it. It worked.
To tie this to video games, name a character you feel would be a good manager and leader to follow.
Master Chief.
He's a follower. He's a good little soldier, but he's a little bitch.
I think he's a leader.
He's a leader of a group.
Orders all the time. He goes against orders all the time.
Captain Del Rio.
Oh, God.
Him.
I order you to surrender that AI! Yeah. He was the dickhead captain in Halo 4 when he was like, yeah, whatever, Chief. Fuck you. Give me that AI. It's rampant. And Chief was like, no.
God, I don't even remember that.
You could skip the cutscene.
Could you skip the cutscenes in Halo 4?
No idea, but if you could, you did.
Yeah, true.
I would have watched anything Cortana was involved in.
She was involved in that because she was all like,
and then
rampant
I would have
AI.
I would have watched a lot of those cutscenes for sure. But yeah. Thanks for that, TiberiusMonk.
Indeed.
Last question on the form. Oh shit.
Bigger than all the other questions combined.
itzFinn. Good evening / morning XboxEra crew, and happy pre-Christmas / New Year's to all. Hope your holiday break is well. The talk of AI isn't going to stop, and no doubt it'll get worse next year, but I hope there's more pushback to come. It may be the pushback I hope it would garner, but hoping the backlash grows. Wasn't shocked of Larian CEO Sven Vink talking about AI, because let's face it, he's got to get some funding somewhere, you know. Anywho, the chatter that I've been hearing and such is Xbox will have a lot of stuff to show and release, and it makes me appreciate to be a platform to release and play those games on the same day is something I don't regret. Man, it's itzFinn, right? It's not Hytham. Really, the many first-party Xbox games that I'm looking forward to playing, Gears of War E-Day, Fable, and Forza Horizon 6, sorry, but Halo Campaign Evolved doesn't do it for me. Halo Master Chief Collection is there to fill that void. And among other third-party release and my backlog of games to keep me occupied for next year and beyond. While no doubt there'll be some surprises and other releases coming from the other side of the fence, I'm pretty set on my platform of choice, Xbox / PC. and happy to be gaming.
I'm just going to say and cut you off real quick. It is community questions is the segment, but it should be one question per post.
After all that, 2 questions.
Number 1.
With the AI talk becoming more and more louder and important than ever, how much longer do you suppose this will reach a breaking point despite the bubble? I don't know, man. You know when it's going to hit quite a crescendo? Next month when Microsoft inevitably sacks another 5,000 people. And it's going to be like, oh, you sacked all these people for AI. It's like, man, they sack people every year in January. They've been doing it forever. It's an annual event that you can set your clock to.
You just look forward to it.
Yeah. Spoiler alert. Microsoft's going to sack people next month because they're scumbags.
Mm-hmm.
But I think within a year, this is going to be pretty normalized and everything would have figured itself out if we're lucky.
It'll probably take all of next year.
Yeah.
Because Microsoft will set the ball rolling when they sack people. And then all of a sudden, being Microsoft, which means tone deaf, straight after sacking everyone, they'll announce the upgrades to Copilot and talk about all the cool things Copilot is doing, even though that shit doesn't work. And then they'll be like, man, check out all the cool AI shit in all the games we're releasing this year. And then Rosetta is going to go on a fucking tirade about, oh, blah, 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 blah. We're double standard hypocritical dick faces. Blah, 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 blah. And yeah, anyway, it's going to be a shit show, no doubt. Number 2. What do we expect to see beyond Xbox first-party games to come, and possibly what to see around Xbox 25th anniversary? No doubt Grand Theft Auto 6 will get delayed again to 2027, just expecting it to happen.
I don't think GTA 6 is delayed again.
I think
You think
might
it will?
get one more.
Their history
I think it might
is
get one
this is
more.
exactly what they normally get. They're at the historical number of delays, so...
It must be frustrating for all the big publishers to be like, okay, it's coming out. It's coming out in May. All right, let's plan everything. Oh, shit, it's coming out in November. All right, and then if it moves again, it's like, oh, fuck. It's like, Jesus. Must be really frustrating.
I don't know. Like, isn't that a problem? Like, doesn't that speak volumes about your own game?
Nope.
That you're willing to plan so heavily around someone else's game?
No, not when it's that.
No.
It's the industry-defining game. Like, it is what it is.
I don't know. So what do we expect to see beyond Xbox first-party games to come, and possibly what to see around the 25th anniversary?
I don't know.
Cheers and thank you for being the podcast next to Xbox 2 and Friends Per Second to support and watch/listen and read. A shame I had to go down a tier because of IRL stuff, but hoping I'll go back up sometime next year. And have a cozy/wonder Christmas and New Year's to all. You don't have
too.
to go back up, man.
Finn.
That's fine.
Yes, he does.
Appreciate
Shut up,
you,
Nick.
Finn.
You don't have to go back up.
Everyone has to go higher. Everyone should be executive producer.
Everyone should be grand benefactor. No.
Should all be CEOs.
I am looking forward to next year. I think next year is going to be one for the ages. There is so many good things targeting next year. So many good games.
Next year should be good.
And it all starts in January. It starts in January and it isn't slowing down all the way through the year. And I cannot fucking wait to take on the challenge. It's going to be so good. So good. Little games, big games, shiny games. We're going to be eaten for games.
Looking forward to Forza Horizon 6. I haven't really played a Forza Horizon properly since 3. So I'm looking forward to it. Super chat from Cody Bishop. As a web designer, AI helps me understand complex code and acts like a code partner. But I am against CEOs replacing workers. AI should replace CEOs. That's right.
Which is what a lot of CEOs have joked because it is actually true. It probably could.
It is true.
Because they're idiots.
Fuck
Most CEOs don't do
apart from
shit.
apart from Tom Raptor because he's awesome.
Yep.
Most CEOs don't
saying.
do shit. They're just the fall guy for if things turn to shit, and then they get their golden parachute, yay, and then go to another place.
Yeah, like the bubble's going to burst, and then we have to do tax refunds to keep, or tax incentives to keep all these companies alive, and their CEOs will leave with $300 million golden
that's
parachutes.
right.
Yep.
But don't stress,
saying.
because those same CEOs won't actually have to pay their full whack of tax like they're supposed to. So
No.
don't stress, they'll be fine.
Because they'll be paid to their LLC in Delaware or Ireland or whatever, and they pay like
Yeah.
you know
They'll pay
what the
their accountant lots of money to get through all the fucking loopholes to make sure they don't pay any tax.
you know at one point in America, if you were a millionaire, you were taxed at 93% of effective of your income. 93, and now
Good.
now people get away with like
So they
one.
should. So they should. Okay.
So say we all.
Onto the forum. Onto the forum. First question. Oh, wow. Hi, Jake. Though Christmas is 5 days away, all of you gents and your family's celebration, I've watched Avatar Fire and Ash. Pretty cool movie like its predecessors. But other than that, is there a Christmas present you gents are expecting that you all wanted as a surprise that you wanted for this holiday?
No.
P.S. Have why gents ever watched a Christmas movie Your Mother? Because I did, and it was Fred Claus. What? What was it? Hold on.
You ever
I have
watched
to
a
read
movie
that
because of
sentence
your
again.
mother?
Have you ever watched a Christmas movie Your Mother?
Because of
I
your mother.
did. I thought the movie was Your Mother. It's a Wonderful Life. Both versions of Miracle at 34th Street. Love Actually, Claus, Elf, and Violent Night. But did your children watch a Christmas movie with their own mothers?
Yeah, with
like
your
you
own
gents
mother.
did?
Yeah.
I
He
don't
watched
think I've
a
ever watched a
bunch of
Christmas movie
movies with
my
his
parents.
mom, including Fred Claus, It's a Wonderful Life, all that stuff.
Oh,
and
right.
yes, we watched Violent Night and Red One and Elf and Nightmare Before Christmas. Nightmare Before Christmas and Elf are out of the rotation. Kids didn't care for them, and I wasn't huge on either. But this year it'll probably be Violent Night and Red One and I don't know. Don't really
Muppet
care.
Christmas Carol.
Oh, Netflix.
Every Christmas
It's,
for me.
it's Netflix Day. It's Stranger Things Day. So that'll be the nightcap is the last 3 of the last
Boxing
4
Day,
episodes. Yeah.
Yep. Looking forward to it.
It's Christmas Eve night for us. It goes live at 8 o'clock, so we can then just binge.
Yeah, it's 1 a.m. Boxing Day for us.
Yeah, you get
Well,
fucked.
but it's like 1 a.m. Christmas night into Boxing Day, so that's fine.
Yeah, and then a week later is the finale at the same time. I think.
New Year's Eve, yeah.
We don't really know.
Yay.
Nick hates
It's
his
all good
kids.
Jay Foley. Hello, guys. Man, those Xbox sales have been really hurting my wallet this week. Oh, yeah, my question for the week. What is your prediction for the Developer Direct? I want all 3 of your opinions. John, Jesse, and Nick. Also, Nick, did you know about the Bleach Fortnite collab? Very excited for this collab. Have a good night and Merry Christmas.
Nick's not an anime
I did
guy.
not know. I did not know about the Bleach Fortnite collab. I haven't heard anything Fortnite for a while. All I heard about semi-recently was How to Train Your Dragon, which would lead me to believe a deal's been done with DreamWorks and or their parent company, which means we might. Hopefully, that means we see Shrek. How cool would Shrek be in Fortnite?
I've never
So
seen a
much
Shrek
memeing
movie.
going on. Oh, really?
I was just a little too old to be in the Target demo, and it's never happened since.
You were too old. I
Yeah.
watched Shrek in 2001 when the first one came out.
Yeah,
I was
I know.
21 years old.
Yeah, but you had the brain of a 12-year-old.
You're not missing much. They're okay.
Don't want me to tell you this? Like, I took a girl out. So there's a girl I started seeing back then. So I'd sort of just broken up with my very first girlfriend. And I started seeing this other girl who I picked up in a nightclub by accident. I wasn't even trying. It was completely by accident. And I'm not joking. And our first date was dinner and Shrek. I took her out to see Shrek for our first date.
When did Casino
I
Royale
loved
come out?
Shrek. 2006.
That was one of my. Yeah, I never saw Shrek, but I did take someone to see Casino Royale, and she did not like when he was getting whipped in the balls by Le Chiffre.
That's a painful scene. That is a painful scene. Fantastic movie, though. Love Casino Royale.
Yeah.
It's a really good film. Man, we went from Fortnite collabs to Shrek to... wow. All 3 of our opinions for the Developer Direct.
You go, Nick.
Yeah, go on. Nick, you've
Developer
spoken the
Direct.
most this episode. Have at it.
No, I haven't. No way. No way this episode. No chance. No.
You're more than both of us combined twice over.
Not in this episode. Forza Horizon 6 for sure. What else? Gears? You reckon Gears E-Day?
I
Gears
think
makes sense.
Gears E-Day, Clockwork Revolution, Forza Horizon 6, Fable, and a surprise.
What if they go Gears, Forza, Fable? No, yeah. Sorry, Gears, Forza, Halo, like the pillars, those three, and then a third-party game.
I don't think we'll see Halo because we saw, effectively a Vidoc interview, all of that jazz in October. So that's had its moment. So I think
and it probably wouldn't be out till November.
Yeah, you'll have Gears, Fable, Forza, and if we're talking a surprise, you'll either have a third-party published deal that we don't know exists yet, or they'll, if we're lucky boys and girls, Clockwork Revolution would be a rock-solid one to see more from.
Ooh,
if it's coming this year.
If I'm keeping it realistic, here's one. Gears, Forza, 007 First Light.
No.
No?
I doubt it.
It's been shown 95 times.
Maybe High on Life 2. They might go for the third party direct because there's
maybe.
Is
it on Game Pass?
Yes.
It's Game Pass. It's got
then probably High on Life 2. Yeah.
It just had its IGN first.
Yeah.
Maybe.
High on Life 2 makes sense.
And Trav, really good shout. Replaced. But it's an indie game. And
It's
normally...
not a shot.
Game, yeah. It's not quote unquote big.
And
enough.
they've done ID at Xbox shows pretty early in the year. It might have a chance at one of those.
And it's already had its release trailer, and I don't think they want to show much more of that game.
No, they're in polish and get finished more than let's have people fly out here to our studio or whatever, if they even have one. But yeah, when Matt Booty said we are the Dev Direct in January will feature Playground. At that point, it's just like, okay, if you're featuring Playground, you have both of their games. So you have Forza, you have Fable, and then it's going to come down to what is probably you focus on the stuff that's out earlier in the year, because the stuff later in the year is the June show. It's not that it can't be, like Outer Worlds 2 obviously had the thing, but they still showed like Ninja Gaiden 4 there, even though they were out a week apart from each other. So I think a good chance I'll never see like a Call of Duty that has its own marketing beat with an entirely different company. Halo's most likely closer to the anniversary. I think Gears is a good chance because Gears would probably be the September, like July through September, you'd think.
Yeah.
Because we've just seen nothing of it.
Yeah. And they had that blog post we didn't talk about because it's mostly just like, this is the insane amount of shit we put out, by the way, gaming coverage industry, when you constantly say we still have no games. And they talked a little bit about how like it's their biggest one. Yeah, they're modernizing the gameplay, but still trying to make it feel like Gears at the core. They feel ready to talk about it. So if that one's the summer game, really curious when Fable might be, because the rumors are all around May for Forza Horizon. So what would be early in the year? I do think one potential 2026 third-party big Game Pass game would be Beast Reincarnation. It's a long trip to fly all the way there for it. But I think that could be the type of one that it's there. They give the date like they did with Expedition 33 last year when they went to France, and they gave that date. I do think they want things that have a date, especially. If not a date, it doesn't have to be. It's not always the case. But they'd want, we can at least say this month or something like that. And Beast Reincarnation looked friggin' awesome. So I would hope it'd be that.
Super chat from Mr. J. Foley.
A certain Xbox influencer said Fallout 3 remaster at the developer direct. Thoughts?
They just did Oblivion, and I know Virtuous is enormous. They're like 5,000 people because a lot of it's on the movie side of things, but I don't know. I wouldn't mind. Fallout 3 needs it because Fallout 3 gameplay doesn't hold up.
After they had Visions of Mana, there's so many possibilities now that they could have as a third-party game, like Resonance, a Plague Tale Legacy. That could be
There's
one.
so much coming out next year as well.
Prince of Persia. I still think there's a thing they could have there. God, what else? I'm just trying to.
Maybe that's why it's rumored for the end of January, and it's a shadow. It's a surprise drop, not a shadow drop, because we know it exists.
What?
The Prince of Persia Sands of Time remake.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, I could see Prince of Persia being there as like a shadow drop.
Often they've had 5 things too, not just 4.
Yeah, sometimes it's 5. I'm just trying to look through the list.
Has it been 5 every
there was
time?
one I saw earlier. Can you imagine if they had Grand Theft Auto? Developer direct. Lego Batman. That could be one as the third party. I could see that.
I think they're close enough with WB, and WB's in such turmoil. I don't see it.
Invincible Versus.
I don't think it's big enough.
It's too niche.
Oh,
It's a
Too
fighting
niche.
game, and they're not the fighting game console.
Invincible's not niche.
The fighting games are.
Grand scheme of things.
Really? Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see. I'm looking forward to it, and I'm looking forward to hopefully talking to Phil Spencer about it on episode 300 of the XboxEra podcast. VoIP session.
VoIP edition.
Next question. Jesse brother.
Happy podcast 293, Christmas adventurers. This third entry of Rian Johnson's Knives Out trilogy had me filled with dread. Dreading that I was on the verge of experiencing the awful feeling that the Back to the Future trilogy had left me with, where I loved the original, but felt like I was the only person on Earth who didn't like parts 2 and 3. Matter of fact, I despised the sequels. Now, I adored Knives Out, but fucking hated The Glass Onion more than John hates game shows or The Patrons. The great thing is, I didn't just love Wake Up Dead Man, I thought it was even better than the first movie. This week's question is, what's a series of films / games / seasons of a show where you liked / loved the first ones, but not any of the later entries? Oh. True Detective?
Yep. I'm with you on
What
that.
a first season.
Incredible first season.
Fuck.
I would say the first
And then-
season, two is bad. I agree with you. It was not good.
2 was atrocious.
But then 3 was pretty good.
okay. It was okay.
But
3
then
was okay.
4 was the worst one.
It was pretty bad. 4
Yeah.
was also pretty bad. But and you have to blame Matthew McConaughey for that. Like, he is solely to blame for True Detective's downfall, because True Detective season 1 was just spectacular, and then he won the Academy Award. He won the Academy Award and started sniffing all his own farts and said, "I'm too good for television. Why are you doing that to me on the podcast?"
This is funny looking.
He started sniffing his own farts and was like, "I'm too good for TV." And then they had to pivot because then, what's his name? Oh my God. Woody Harrelson was like, well, if he's not in, I'm not in. And then they had to pivot and do something completely different. So blame Matthew McConaughey for that. What else? What else?
Little
It's
bit
difficult
of
to think
Pirates
of,
of the
isn't it?
Caribbean.
No, I thought all those movies were pretty enjoyable.
they were all fun, but the first one is better than the other two.
Yeah, it probably
I mean,
is.
RoboCop.
Right, yeah. I have a bit of a soft spot for RoboCop 3.
RoboCop is really good, and then 2 is not good, and then 3 has some things that are neat, but is also not good, having been
I
forced
don't
to be
remember
PG-13.
3 at all.
No,
I know
it was no Peter
He
Weller,
had a
right?
jetpack in 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, but I don't remember much of it. Maybe I blocked it out. Trauma. I don't know.
If we could go to right up until the end of the... And I don't think it ever actually had a season 2, but the OA, which was on Netflix, which was like this really cool start, and then at the end it became the power of interpretive dance to change time, and all it did was distract a school shooter. Like, it's one of the stupidest finales I've ever seen.
Here's a couple. The Witcher.
It was never good.
Netflix The Witcher.
Hot take.
Nah, the first season of The Witcher was good.
Nope, Henry Cavill was good. The show sucked. But he was great.
Nah, I
and
liked
Yennefer was okay. But
and
the show-
Westworld. Westworld is another one.
Season 2 was all right. Season 3 sucked, and then season 4 was great for Westworld.
Ugh, I watched the first episode of season 4, and I'm like, I have zero fucking interest
Shockingly
in this,
good.
The whole show.
Like that season was great, and what it set up was great, and then they canceled it. Star Wars has never been good. 99 Rukin until Andor.
Star Wars has always been up and down.
Yeah.
Star Wars has always been like
But
this.
then they had the best show, one of the best shows in history in Andor. Like it is, you don't even have to give a shit about Star Wars. It is just a legitimately prestige, amazing
I'll watch it
TV
after
show.
I'm done with Pluribus. After I'm done with Pluribus, I'll watch Andor.
Yeah.
God, I'm just trying to think what else. I'm sure there's been a ton of shows where I loved the first season and didn't like all the rest. I mean, even Stranger Things, I would argue, is kind of in that vein.
Was it 2 or 3 was bad, and it's gotten better again?
I would
3
argue
lost a lot of
Stranger-
people.
yeah.
Yeah, I would argue Stranger Things has very much been like just slowly,
It's-
but it's
it-
been a bit flatter. Than,
Yeah. But it's
down,
gone back
but-
up, I think, in 4 and 5.
I mean, The Last of Us is only 2 seasons, gentles. Though we've got to give it a third season before we
but if it-
decide.
But
It's definitely there right now.
But you know what's happened is he's left. Now it's not him. So I'm really curious to see, do they change stuff from the rest of the game now that
Who's left?
Druckmann, he's not working on the show anymore. He tucked his tail between his legs and went back to Naughty Dog, yeah. There's a real weird random occurrence with that guy where either the people he's working with just never want to work with him after a project again.
Really?
Odd.
That's interesting. Sounds
Yeah.
like something else I've heard.
Sounds like Bruce Straley and Amy Hennig and now Greg Mason and the TV people. No one sticks around with him.
Wonder why
Allegedly,
that is.
supposedly. God,
Wonder why
Fargo
people-
season 1 was amazing, and it's never got quite back there, but it still had some good seasons.
Never seen Fargo.
Good show.
I think most people would probably say Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
Most people would probably say Jurassic Park.
Yeah, like they've been
first
fun, but
one
they
is
haven't
like-
been. Yeah.
Like Jurassic Park 1, hello.
Mhm. Yeah.
And then from there, everything is...
Yeah, just like in the history of cinema and for the medium, obviously you can't get there again, but it went pretty down. It might still be entertaining, but it was nowhere near what it was.
The Bear.
It bounced back.
Come
It
on.
had- it
I love
bounced
The
back.
Bear.
It bounced back.
little bit.
It had
A little
one rough season.
Well, the issue was breaking them up. If they had just been one thing, I don't think it would have been as bad, but having to wait didn't help.
I would classify The Bear as this direction. Yeah, 4 is a slight uptick on 3, but I wouldn't call it like, it's back.
No, Bear season 1 and 2 were just.
2,
Then 3 went.
1 was
and now 4 is on the way
amazing.
back up.
2
2
was
was fantastic.
very, very, very good. 3 was utter trash, and 4 was okay. But the overall graph is still very much
The biggest
down.
Sotness has it. The biggest one ever for this is Jaws.
Jaws.
Yeah, Jaws went
for
from being
sure.
fantastic to being utter shit in every way.
Jaws for sure.
Aliens to Alien 3 to Resurrection. It's definitely that direction.
As someone who
We could
didn't
do
like
this all day.
Aliens, yeah. Nick would.
I'd love to do this all day.
We can tell.
I would love to do this all day.
Oh my butt.
As Captain America would say, Steve Rogers returns.
We might actually
In
go under 100
Avengers
concurrents.
Doomsday.
That has not happened in a long time. Falling off
Yeah,
a cliff.
Avengers Doomsday, eh? Yeah, that's true. 99 Ruka. Night at the museum. Yeah, it was. The first night at the museum was fantastic, and then
Never
the
seen
others
it.
were shit. Really? No, it's a good. The first one's good. It's a fun family movie. Fun family movie. But I need to see Knives Out. I need to see The Wake Up Dead Man.
Yeah,
I didn't mind Glass Onion. I enjoyed it.
I like Glass Onion.
I
Travis
liked them
hates
both.
it.
I
liked
enjoyed
it.
Glass
Yeah.
Onion.
And funnily enough, Glass Onion did not go far enough in lampooning Elon Musk, it turns out.
I quite liked it. I really enjoyed it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to say I liked it more than the first one, but
No.
I did really enjoy it.
The third one's close to the first one for me. It might not quite reach it, but it's very close. Unlike the second one, which was a little below it.
Okay. Next question. Didact 3. Hi, delicious panel.
Ooh.
So not sure if you've seen this report, but apparently Microsoft is skipping doing a year in review thing this year to save marketing budget for the anniversary next year. How expensive is it to do such a thing? It's not. It's crazy that Microsoft of all companies is being this cheap. I really like the ones that they did before, and the True Achievements one is not the same, but better than nothing, I guess. Sorry about that. That was a hiccup. It's not expensive to do it, Didact. It's just Microsoft under the new regime of fucking pinching pennies. Just finding any fucking excuse to pinch more
There's
pennies.
a little bit of money that could go towards more AI.
Yeah. But you'd think that's the irony of it. You'd just think they'd get Copilot to spit it out.
Well, funny enough, they
Yeah.
obviously
Hey,
spent a lot of money on this bowl, so it probably went to that instead.
Hey, Copilot, run the SQL code that we need to run all the stats that we already have in Xbox Live. Oh, man, so expensive. God, it's the dumbest excuse ever. Didn't have the marketing budget to run an SQL code and spit out the stats. Shut up.
Well, it's about having someone compile it all and having your marketing people write up all this stuff, and it's just,
Nick, what was I just saw it. What was it called, dude? Nick, what was the movie
Is that
called? The
the-
celebrities were banging all the time, including Aubrey Plaza and Chris Evans.
Is that the
Ah,
Coen brother movie?
shit. Yeah. What's
The
it
awful
called?
movie? I forget.
Honey,
Don't?
Honey, Stop, Honey, Don't. Yeah. Honey, Stop, Honey, Don't. Yeah, that one with Margaret Qualley.
Yeah. Terrible
Yeah.
movie.
Some full on. Oh yeah, it's not great. Some amazing sex scenes in it though.
Coens need each other. Unfortunately, they seem to be done.
And there's a very intense scene between Aubrey Plaza and Margaret in a pub, in a restaurant there, where Aubrey gets all up in there with her digits. And it gets very full on and very intense. I was almost blushing watching it. I was like, ooh, my stars.
All the cat
It was a
toys we
very
bought, he literally
It was
has...
a very 1940s reaction to what I was seeing on the screen.
Jesus. There's a little plastic strip on the top of this. I put it up there to throw it away. He has like $100 of cat toys over there, and he's just playing with the little strip of plastic, and he's loving it. Like, God damn it. Cats.
That's something we didn't talk about, so I'm glad someone's bringing it up in community questions. 99 Rukin. I want to say this before I start my question. Rest in peace, Lamar Wilson. For the people who are depressed, reach out for help. There's always someone to help when you need it. For my question, what do you expect to see from Xbox next year? Acquisitions, showcases, and hardware.
No
Yeah, we
acquisitions.
forgot to talk about Lamar. So is that what happened to Lamar?
Yeah, it was
Suicide,
unalive.
unfortunately.
Unalive, you got to say. You
Why?
have to. You get demonetized and knocked off the algorithm on YouTube. Or the S words.
If you say D or S,
Because of people telling other people that they should do it to themselves and stuff. You got to be like, unalive.
oh,
Yeah, it's stupid.
okay.
But it sucks. It was
God,
very
that's really
to see.
sad.
Yeah.
It's awful. It's awful, especially he was to our outside eye successful in the space.
Yeah.
Super knowledgeable, super positive.
Really well liked.
It just shows you don't ever truly know. And I would certainly say, and I've seen people post on our forums, talking about how they've used gaming and the community as a kind of a crutch to aid any depression and feeling down. And just know that amongst the 3,000 people we have on the forums, the 1,500 we have on Discord, there's always someone around to have a chat to. If you're ever feeling blue, don't be afraid to, because 9 times out of 10, most people have had that moment in their lives where they felt that down. I know I have.
Yeah.
So, reach out. But
Yeah.
awful stuff.
Yeah, it sucks.
Just goes to show you never truly know what someone's going through. behind the
Exactly.
scenes.
So
So
maybe call your jets.
Yeah.
maybe holster the guns.
Maybe don't say that people are hiding
Sometimes.
behind their kids.
What?
Fucking hell.
It's something.
It's an in-joke. He's
Yeah.
in-joking again. He's making light-hearted, trying to.
I want to make John laugh.
What do I expect to see from Microsoft next year? Nothing 99 Rukin, because apparently they don't have the marketing budget to run an SQL query, so I doubt they have much budget for anything else.
Running the query to get the info wouldn't be the hard thing. It's having all the people in the department put it all together and make graphics and have all that type of shit. I'm sure that they just decided it's not worth it. They decided it's not worth it for the engagement, and then they came up with a bullshit reason about it.
Yeah.
That's all.
No acquisitions.
Definitely
DevDirect.
no
Well,
acquisition.
if there's ever going to be an
DevDirect.
acquisition, it would be a support studio. That
Probably.
would be about it.
But DevDirect, Summer Games Fest, ID Xbox show, partner preview show, probably two of them, probably two of each.
At
And
Gamescom.
obviously, Gamescom. I also expect a big push for the 25th anniversary celebration.
Mm-hmm.
I expect them to pack that with some pretty cool announcements and some cool stuff. Yeah. And
You
obviously
think they'll
anything
try and
they
tie
announce at the Game
GTA
Awards.
into it at all? Because it's the same time.
I have no idea.
Like if
Lots
they
of
could,
games
yeah. Like
from Microsoft. I expect we'll see lots of games.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Or we should see.
Yep.
Lots of games.
Lots of games, lots of expansions, lots of everything. They'll be at every show with stuff. I don't think they're super into the Game Awards anymore because Jeff gave such a stink face when he had their fucking console reveal. I'm kidding. They'll probably be there in some way, but I'm excited. As bad as the companies have been, the developers are doing better work than ever. And as we have
Any
seen,
hardware?
well, I mean, Jason Ronald in his thing did pretty much just straight up say that they'll be looking to define the future of Xbox. So when he was in that Xbox Ally review, which is really weird review overall, but yeah, I think we'll see the console, or we'll get their final actual tell us what next generation is. There's going to be probably a bunch of surprise for games because if you look at what we knew at this point last year, we knew about half of it, like actually only about half of what came out from them. So I'm going to guess they're going to have a lot of shit. So
Yep.
I think we could see a Series X refresh.
I think they are done with Series hardware.
I think they're done with hardware, bro. Like hardware for this gen.
Series hardware, yeah.
I don't know.
Unless if there was some miracle and they could make it way cheaper, I don't think they have the care.
Well, that would be the assumption. If there was a Series X refresh, the assumption would be that it's
man-
a smaller, slim type thing.
Yeah, but
Like that
if they cut
cylindrical
off
one that leaked during the
$100,
court case.
yeah, if they cut off $100 from the price, that's all eaten up by SSD and RAM price increases. Anyways, super chat.
Dunno. TiberiusMonk. This is a reminder to be kind to others. A small act of kindness goes a long way. If you're ever feeling down, remember tomorrow needs you too. That's right.
Yeah.
God, our community's cool.
That's right.
It's been hard
They are.
fought, but they are.
Cool people.
Last question. Good old Collingwood.
It's also a kind of repeat of the question we also already have had.
Oh, is it? Okay. We know
Kinda.
that Playground Studios will be at the Developer Direct next month, which gives a chance that either Forza Horizon 6 or Fable will be highlighted.
Both.
Also scheduled
baby.
for this year are the Coalition's Gears of War E-Day and Halo Studios Halo Campaign Evolve. What do you think of all 4 games appearing at the Developer Direct? Doing this would provide a statement of intent in the 25th anniversary year of the Xbox, showing the strength, passion, and talent of the studios and developers. Well, that's what I said. I said they'll probably have the pillars there. Gears, Halo, Forza.
In Fable.
And then a
They-
third party.
They might, but I think Halo's already had its moment.
I don't know what. There's not much else
till-
to say.
Yeah.
They said
is just a
exactly what it
remake.
is. Yeah, like they said, this is the remake. This is what it is. Here's a full level of it. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know what else you would really do.
Exactly.
No.
I mean, they could show off the new
It just
stuff.
thematically, it feels right. So in the 25th anniversary of Xbox, of 360. Wait, hold on. What's next year?
Xbox in general.
There's a bunch. So there's
Yes,
Xbox
sorry,
in
yes,
general.
yes.
There's one for Blizzard, and there's one for
Bethesda.
Bethesda. They all have one next year. Big one.
Yeah, so in the 25th
It's software.
anniversary of Xbox, it would make sense to have the 3 pillars there. Halo, Gears, Forza. And then your third-party thing can be whatever you've organised with your partners, whether that be UB, whether that be fucking WB, whoever it is.
Yeah.
That's
I think
sense.
I think maybe they'll just spring a little, here's a Banjo-Kazooie 1 remake for you, everyone.
Oh,
You're
my
welcome.
God.
You're welcome.
And then
would go
35
off.
years older and people will cheer and everyone else will be like, who, Joe Kawatsi?
Nah,
Maybe.
bullshit.
What?
Banjo still
Maybe.
got pull, mate. Banjo
with
still
old
got
people.
pull.
Like I said.
Nah. Man, come on. Look at the I don't think there has ever been a bigger Smash Brothers reveal than Banjo-Kazooie. And Banjo-Kazooie is not even with Nintendo anymore. And that Smash Brothers reveal was fucking huge.
Dear co-pilot, what is the average age of a Smash player who likes Banjo?
Yes, because
35.
Copilot can't even send it. Copilot can't even send a text message for me, as if Copilot's going to fucking know how to figure that out.
At 35?
Nah, Banjo still has pull. The fact that Microsoft's not aware of that is another topic of debate, but Banjo still has pull. Steve was big as well, obviously.
No,
but
Sephiroth
the
was also very big.
Banjo's reveal was huge. 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 It was huge. But yeah,
There you
we'll
go.
see. I'm interested to know. Maybe State of Decay 3 will make a
No,
surprise
it'll be
appearance.
next year. According to Jez, next year.
Oh, okay.
Lots to look forward to forever.
Too much.
It's going to be great.
Yeah.
It's gonna
That's
be
it.
Great.
That's the end of the show.
Yeah, it is. But it is also my last show of
Yep.
2025.
Forever. We're firing you.
I'm out. I quit.
We don't need you screwing up Phil's appearance again.
That's right.
Starfield's coming to PS6. I'm out.
Oh, I've got a news story to break. Should I go with it?
No, John, don't.
Oh, I really want to go with it.
I don't think you should,
Well,
mate.
I feel really unwanted now.
Please don't do it, John.
We're not your ex, John.
Big thank you, because I won't have the opportunity to. I might pop in. I might just annoy Nick and pop in from wherever I am next Saturday. But big thank you to everybody that's made 2025 our biggest year ever. And while Microsoft can't afford a 2025 Wrapped, we are putting something a little together. It's not like a Wrapped for you where you can click buttons and see how many posts you've made, but we will share some really cool stats that we've trawled from across YouTube, the forums, Discord, the website,
OnlyFans.
and everything else.
Yeah. And
just so
Kevin
we
has
can-
just paid for all of it.
Yep. It was a quick SQL.
He covered half of the ticket Nick wants, even though we immediately found tickets for like 1/5 the price.
Yeah, literally, Nick. I found a ticket from Melbourne to LAX, £544.
So so just over $1,000.
Yep.
But that's one way, yes?
No, it's return.
Yep, round trip.
Oh, that's return.
Yeah, no,
That's
I'm saying
return.
I went
Oh,
to
wow.
Germany for $800, and I found another deal this year
Oh,
was $600.
wow, $1,000 return. That's pretty
Yeah.
good.
I
So Kevin
found-
really did just pay for it.
I found a more reasonable one for 848.
What do you mean
and
by
then I
more
fa-
reasonable?
Probably
it's
timing
less of a
stuff.
layover
Yeah,
time wise. And then I found a direct flight with no stops
Ooh.
Yep.
for £1,366.
that was
You
pretty
know
good.
what? I'll do some shopping. I'd really like to go to LA. I'd prefer to go to LA than Germany.
Membership renewal.
Economy.
Nissa.
Nissa, how?
Hey everyone, Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. Hope everyone gets what they want and asked for.
Thank you, Nessa.
Sorry, Nissa, Perfect Dark got cancelled.
Yeah, boo.
So I do not get what I
It was
want.
mostly cutscenes. You're fine.
But hey, it's been an incredible year, and you guys have made it the best ever, and we've had a lot of fun. So
I like that ticket is in the cargo hold though, Nick. And then Don said, you actually have to hold on to the wing though, Nick. Wouldn't surprise me. I'm actually just standing on top of the plane trying to balance
you're doing a Tom Cruise the entire journey.
for $1,000. Hey, look, I'm going to LA, everyone.
It would be good. The problem with LA is that it's not really an Airbnb type place. Like you can do Airbnbs in Germany and stuff, but downtown LA it's not the one. So it's the hotel costs that absolutely fucking slay, bro.
Oh, do they?
Can be, yeah. If we wanted to stay at the JW, which is the central point, I mean I've looked. It's like $500 a room.
Surely we have a fan or a patron that could house me for a few days.
It's not. You can't be out of the city, or else then you have to drive to everything. You need to be there
Jesse and
because
John
then you
can
walk.
attest
Yeah.
that I am an extremely clean guest.
You snore
make a
horribly.
mess.
They're out.
No, I'm getting that under control. I have no strips and mouth tape now, so I have the snoring under control.
Los
so that's
Angeles
not an
is
issue anymore.
shockingly big. You have and it has the worst traffic you could imagine. You have to be near the JW.
When I leave your house, it will actually be cleaner than the day I got there.
That's true.
So I am a very good guest to have at your house.
You will go through their underwear drawer though.
And now that I'm on my diet and everything, I'll eat very little. I'll pretty much just drink water.
Once you're in LA, you're going to eat a
else.
lot. The food's very good.
So yes, if any of our wonderful fans can put me up for a few nights, that would be great.
We'll figure something out, but it would be great to get you out there. You would have to do some work though.
Okay.
It's a work trip.
It's a
Pre-Drax
work
did
trip.
work at Gamescom.
Yeah.
We didn't even cover
We all
him.
did work.
Yeah.
I mean, I was very proud of all our coverage of Gamescom. We chucked out shit tons.
We were at Gamescom typing on a laptop,
In
putting
so
out
much
things.
as like, where is it? I will clip one of these to my t-shirt, and I will walk around. I'll interview people.
You will be
I'll have the
looking
selfie
at
stick with
games
my
and writing
phone,
up previews and doing preview videos. That is the point of going
do
there.
interviews, talk to developers, talk to fans, talk to fellow colleagues in the podcast biz. Say, hey Jeff, why aren't I staying at your house?
He looked miserable every time we saw him.
Did he?
Yep. He looked stressed out and miserable.
I'll bump into MVG and say, look, I know we're in LA, but can I stay at your place in Vegas? And then we'll be like, yeah.
I might be going.
Yeah.
I might be going to Vegas in February, and if I do,
What for?
GDC.
Dice.
Oh, Dice.
No, GDC.
It's
GDC San Fran in March.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
if I do, I might actually take MVG up on his offer of crashing on his couch because that would
Save a
me
lot of
shit
money.
ton
Yeah.
But also just hang out with MVG. Like, why wouldn't I want to do that?
Gentlestone says, Jesse messaged me on Discord with an address of the place you need to be near. I'll see if my timeshare has anything close. That's all on John. John, do that. You're the businessman.
Sure,
I'm the content
I
man.
can do that. It's downtown LA, so it's the JW Marriott.
Yeah. LA Live,
downtown
I think,
LA.
is the area.
LA Live, yeah, that is
Yeah.
where it says.
Peacock.
Gentlestone, rather.
Stay with Dreamcast guy.
Dreamcast guy's house. I mean, if his house is nice enough and clean enough, sure.
Yeah, I don't think he's Asmongold.
Yeah.
Stay at Asmongold's house.
Won't be staying at the Cockroach Hotel, that's for sure. But yeah, if Dreamcast guy's house is clean enough and nice, okay, sure.
John and I will probably be doing some streams, playing some games, doing some hangouts, some whatever you call it, 6 sessions. We'll be doing some stuff throughout the rest of the year, so it won't be the last time you see John. Unless this is the only
Yes.
thing you watch of us.
That's true. I will be hanging around with Jesse doing some fun stuff.
Should do more than Wake.
wherever
It's a
possible.
really good stream game.
Yeah?
You
Okay.
get time. Like
You reckon?
Yes, you need games where you get time to interact and talk with the audience. And if it's something where you're always focused on the gameplay and you're just head down, it's not as fun. Like, you need something that has cutscenes you can just shoot the shit over with someone else and stuff like that. It really helps.
I mean, the only thing is, it did take me out of like the atmosphere of it somewhat by like chatting and looking
Boo-hoo.
at chat and stuff. But yeah, I don't care. That's fine.
Sure you do. You just brought it up.
But cool. All right, I need to pee, and so that's it. We will see you guys. You won't see me, but you'll see these two,
No,
or
you'll
maybe
see,
just one of
you'll
them.
see him and the lovely grub.
Yeah.
Me and Jeff. Jeff and I.
27th of December. Tune in for episode 294 of the XboxEra Podcast.
It's going to be a big one. Got something special. Got a Christmas present for everyone. Oh, boy. Do we have a Christmas present for you all next week?
So there'll be a nice accompanying write-up of a really cool report to go live on the website at the same time, right?
No. We've never reported on any others in the past. Why would we
that's always
on
a problem. If you did, then we'd let them. All right. Thanks, everyone. And ciao for now.
Bye, folks.
Ciao for now.
John and Jesse.